don't think the music could have timed it any better than that. Anyway, look, I know you guys don't like my music choice. I quite liked it. I was all just jamming away here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. My name is Mark Power, and this is Elite Esports EU. Wow. PLH Pro League Cup. What we got this evening? Well, I'm actually doing today and tomorrow, I believe, to cover the scrims, and these guys and girls getting ready for the kickoff of PGS2. Pretty much all of them in the lobby, apart from 2 shoot to kill and no names, haven't got the PGS2 prior protection just yet, because obviously they got their bits and pieces kicking off quite soon. But we are going to do best of 6. Yes, it is a scrim. This is the time they are going to be practicing what they can. We're going to be starting off with Miramar. So 2 Miramars, 2 Tagos, and then following up with 2 Orangles. Don't believe that'll be actually PGS2 format. I think we are going to see that 2-1-3 combo where we get like 2 Miramar, 1 Tago, then 3 is where we're going to believe we're going to land up on that one. But generally speaking, I'm excited. I like the 2-2-2 splits because we get to get a good practice on all of the maps that will be presented up on esports. Look, that's it from me at the moment. Let's jump into the plane though, because these guys and girls are getting loaded as we speak. And I'll see you guys on the flight path. Game number 1 is coming up. Here we go. It's game number 1 of best of 6. Yeah, Flame Brave off though, not great. Southeast all the way up towards I suppose a north central is maybe the best way to put that. I'm just having a quick look though. The leaderboard. I haven't got a leaderboard just yet. We'll get that sorted though after it is all done and dusted. As I did clock, so that didn't click in for me. I do need to ensure that that is edited, and it does. We don't do that again. So plane done and dusted. Yeah. So for those who don't know, the prio protection. What does that mean? Well, with scrims, it is about ensuring that you get to that drop spot and getting out to form. These teams and players, I'm going to ensure they don't have any early battles. You might even see here, you might see a little bit of a drop off when it comes down to a car, because they want to try and battle it out as a 4. SDK though is one of the teams that don't have the prior, as DA will land hit at the car. I think SDK will continue to parachute down a little bit further. Zono has exposed itself, and it is high. Woof. Oasis being in, excited. I've only had a couple of Oasis endings, and it has been enduring at main events as well. So give these guys and girls a little bit of chance to get a bit of practice in. SDK will descend their way down towards potentially could be a little bit of a cheeky zone. I do like Oasis. I don't know about everyone. We've not had many of these style of endings here, but I can't moan. It isn't too bad. You have to wait and see how it goes on though. So most teams are out and about. Question mark, then we go for their late drop zone here. SDK have gone for Oasis here. Exalt though with a 3-1 split. Fate though lurking down as Code Marco has pushed himself back towards his high ground. This high ground here I think is be killer, as we do see Demizi already playing for this one early. He has got a gun in the back in space. He's got enough in his back pocket to take a fight if anyone was to be here. Now a little bit of a bumpy bump as he goes on. This compound will provide a lot of cover. You always find that west hand approach will be the tougher one out of the 2, especially with teams crashing their way in, but they should be able to farm quite a bit of information. Wouldn't be too surprised to see a phase maybe get a second driver, maybe go for a 2-2 across here, because we do see crews being in quite a lot. Hope everyone is doing well today. I don't know if anyone got to see the APAC stuff for PUBG. We'll talk about some crazy games. So hopefully everyone got the chance to watch that. I tried to cover as much or watch as many of the regions as I can, but work wasn't quite permitting to get all of the games in. But definitely what I saw was a good showing. DA now making the push towards FaZe. I don't think he knows that he managed to play up here. They were making a couple of shots. I think he's going to have a little scout out and just trying to figure out if the compound's safe. Komarko going to pop himself up and over. Expect FaZe just to wait to hear for the pitter-patter of the feet before making the shot in. A little look over here, Code. Is he going to go and get his car before moving in? He should be able to hear these cars now. But not that should deter him a little bit. Does he get the back though? Music Code now actually got reinforcements himself. So DA making the call, hearing the cars play up. Is it a get and go? And it looks like it might be now as the driver leg don't take the fight. I think they'll return back to the compound we see Code Marco come from, as it was clear. And it, as I said, it's normally a bit of a problem, that compound on top of the hill, but you're going to live to fight another day Tinkering on the edge, tinkering on the outside. Wait for a lot more teams to work their way in. But yeah, start the stream a little bit later than normal today. Just have to make sure a couple of double checks. But I will say, I'll apologise off the bat now anyway. Recently, PUBG for me has been memory error crash since the latest update. So I'm just going to turn my voice down slightly. So I'll apologise if we do get a little bit of a PUBG error. If we do get it, so I'm just going to completely reboot my system, I believe. Hold Austrian forces now. MNC will play forward. So come across now the sort of west-hand side. A bit of a backwards and forward as Jepper tinker on the outside edge as the drop seems to be captured from the DA team. I'd like to get a bit closer there. I'm assuming they've got it. They haven't given away. They have. It's not in their back pocket. They have. They've guess what's in the drop, but more importantly, let's guess who has the drop as well. I'm gonna go with my guesses. It is a famous. Just gonna keep it a little bit on the map at the moment. And just make sure we can see who's coming up. Not expecting any fighting outside the zone. So just having a look to see, I suppose, he's long distance. He's we are trying to take as much as they can from a damage point of view. Just in mind, I'm going to try and hold their high ground. The winners of the rotations. Grand casting. I really enjoyed that. Or I said casting. Actually was hosting. I'm going to get used to saying hosting. Nate comes over. Oh, SDK laying it down on the corner. Art is further back now. Rest of the team not going to be ready. Purdy Curdy having a little peekaboo round. He gets shot though. But Penta is there. Two-man stack up. We're going to see if Exalt will make the push now. They are lurking on the outside of the map. Smoke is being deployed. They are going to have to, I suppose, provide a bit of cover. But taking shots like that is never going to help. Teams could be potentially wrapping around. I'll be cautious here because a potential come around this way. SDK have lost one as well. Exalt seeing the knock. Understanding it. SDK now down to a 2. Flash goes out. Nado goes pretty much on the start with his own boy. As he doesn't quite clear the outside wall. SDK, 2-man down. Penta on the wrap a little bit further back. Nade in hand trying to cover his back. So he goes down. Adding the final player now under huge amounts of pressure. As FaZe getting involved in the top and spin me right round. SDK didn't know where to look. It resulted in them rolling down. I believe that FaZe Gustav had a big problem, big issues for them because he was the one overlooking, causing the angle they didn't need and just get him spinning all the way around. FaZe not happy with the compound. They have pushed out a little bit further here as DA tinker their way out towards those shots. Greg Steelo taking the shots at Navi as they look like they're going for a 2-2 split. The teams finding themselves a little bit of a compound now. They will still continue to rotate in. Let us know who you're supporting in chat as well. Don't mind the old emojis flying in. I'd like to know who's out there for what team. Send. See, they dropped down quite late, so they'll be the last to come in. They're going to roll through Picardo now. Entropic will be just before them. But do take the west-hand side. Just in mind, so they're in there's a little canyon here. Question mark, obviously, were above them. This is the drop zone, so they have played out onto that hillside. Yep, huge extension both. And actually, DA and FaZe have been taking chunks out of each other. Now, get a knock apiece, but DA will be able to get their res quite clean. The rest of them will be having a look, which means he should be able to crawl his way back to his teammate into a bowl, into safety. That's the rest of DA a little bit further back on the next ridgeline. Both these teams tinkering on a little fight. I'll still having a little look at this as well. DA pushing forward. Oh, got caught. Not just by one. But by two. Correxido sits in the middle. Rizzy does go down. And DA now crest over the top. Now they get the knock themselves. So 2 down for FaZe. Just a little bit further back. Have to try and hold a push over for a flush. But it'd be a very hard angle to hold. Needs to wait for the reinforcements. Oh, now going to work their way in. Oh, peekaboos. There goes one, unfortunately. Continue to put the pressure in the zone. Recalls up. So we do lose Oasis, but there's so much unplayable terrain still because we have like what 50% cut off. Actually, no, it's gonna be less. It's gonna be less than that. So I'd say at least a 40% maybe unplayable terrain. So we are still waiting for the link. So apologies. We'll get the leaderboard as quick as I can to your face. Down some numbers as well. They're technically down 1 confirmed. Correxy is though bleeding out, and DA not giving up any mileage. So I can't see FaZe coming back from this one as a 3, but they do have the opportunity to get out of it as a 2. You have the slight split now. So I have already moved. Oh, Gustav lines 1 up. And a second though as he puts him down. I feel FaZe was not going to get out this as a 2, but I feel like I don't want to give up DA at all here. Final player though. The DA knows he's got a one-on-one battle to fight. Going to put himself in the dip, in the crevice though. Does get some initial shots though. More going towards his though. As he is raining. Continue pressure. A little bit later. Peekaboo. Backwards and forwards. But it does go down. FaZe do go down to a 2-man. But they clear up DA. First team they were eliminated out in 16th place. Got a few teams now wanting to try and work their way in. Is the Wu taking the shots now? Ascend. Sitting themselves on the outside. Kino providing the fire. She's not Kino. Nixie's providing the fire rounds. Ascend themselves up the crossroads, and we're seeing the boys and Wookie Bookie all already up here. Waiting for that ascend push. They've got the opportunity now to roll with zone and get themselves in. Cruise will be clear for them as you look at this. I'm not expecting that. Tropic go very much high. SRM the same as both these teams get themselves to the Great Wall of Miramar. They now try and hold this one out because teams will, I suppose, you think logically will come a little bit higher, but the train is not great. Just reminds, go for the late wider rotation as well. Let's be surprised there isn't that much up here, so it's a wonderful drop. If we play guess what's in the drop. So what time's now? 12:38. I'll have a little peekaboo at it. Groza, you got it in chat. Well done. Just a minus over compound, but yeah, this is there. So it's quite open, quite free. There's these nice little dips and crevices that you can push yourself into, but if people have already got the angles on you, it's going to cause some issues. And with Global Army identifying the smoke, though, has gone up, though. We'll be known as a team coming back this way. So we'll get caught, at least getting shot in the back. But they are really, really split. So Batalion's the man, Rocks, the Conqueror, pushes themselves out. Takes the car down. It's going to be really slow. Going to use the momentum now for that car to rotate down. Global Army's going to push his car into a position of safety. Wait for the zone pop now. Got to lose eventually. It does come back their way, so SRM come on, you've got to focus now on that east-hand side. And Tropic going to be lurking their way in. How got a nice little split going on, but you got Foot in Tropic all closing on the area. Na'Vi just find themselves to come out on the outside. So the question really for me is that did they hold that 2 and make it collapse to a 4 then playing? A lot of teams in the lobby to maybe try and hold another 2-2 split. MNC, they're one of the better positions, but they've got a lot of real estate. You've got to think teams like FaZe, well, no names maybe try and move in because they know they've got the zone. Sen's going to be looking like how they want to move in now. So we do get Rico going for the little scout. So he's down, so now down to a 3. It's a team that just continues to impress. Oh, question mark though does pick him up. If it's Chris has got the angle. Now it isn't Yepper who is right below him. It is question mark though a little bit further away. Yep, I have heard the cars, the bikes rotating their way in, but I also believe FaZe has as well. It won't be long before FaZe has a little peekaboo over the top here, as they've been the ones that have cleared it. And there goes the first knock. Yep, it gets a send down. That'll be down to a 2 at the moment. Both of those 2 are split. Now, lucky enough for them, it's Chris over there, so she'll be able to get back to a 3 quite safely. That's a question mark. They are having a little lurk out. They are having to see if they can maybe conquer this hill and get the angles they need, but I think it's the next one over they might need to push into. Quite difficult, I'll be honest, as a solo caster observer to call the action with PLH sometimes. Is this real, Mark? Pinch me, I must be dreaming. No, mate, this lobby is stacked, and it's stacked tomorrow as well. This is borderline, this is PGS2 as an example, shows us an example of how good that grenade launcher is. Just a little bit short on it, but it's enough to get an element of cover. We are a bit too far away, but they lurk on the outside, and how down to a 2. They've been caught. So they've been caught in the town. Teams are going to oh, let's hit this one. Sends. Sending away to the top, but I don't know if they know FaZe is up here as Christoph gives away his position. Misses the shots, go down for a 1. Gonna have to pop a nade over the top. He needs to pop a med himself. He goes down. Nade though does fall a little bit further down. The final player now, it's Chris. Nade cooked, got some time. We've got to wait. That will cause some damage. Gets instantly onto the meds, but it is phase 4. Looks like he's going to go straight for a confirm. He knows he's going down and out. So 15 plays for a send. Another point on the board. Very tactical decision there from It's Chris to flush out that final one. And there we go. Oh, hell. Pick up 1. They'll get the confirm. They now go down to their final player outside of zone. Those in Tropic have to work their way in as well. We've got Foot Esports though, the Woo and Navi all potentially going to try and play for this bottom corner. Let alone before Yepa, no names. They need to get in. It's just about a time and push. There is not much cover there. So Navi pushing themselves up against those rock side. It's going to be hard for them to hold as these other teams will work their way down the southern side of this zone. Is going to be really hectic. Not a lot of cover. This is a move and shoot combination. Example. He has lurks back for Navi. The rest of the team are further in. This is kind of where you hope a team pushes in between you, and then you get those knocks, get that performance. There's points on the board that are needed. Example. He's just figuring out exactly where the information is. He has seen one of the no-name teams. Needs to be cautious now. He needs to get back in. Now the car for him is safe as the bowl is just cresting phase, eventually going down. It's the final one for them. Exalt do pick them up. No names also holding that anchor point. They need to get themselves in. Yep, under again huge amounts of pressure. Navi using the car, the stall, and the box as an element of cover. There, they are still sitting outside of zone here. And it is going to be a fight in the town. T-Bone, Beamy making the play through. The crux though is down. Vars going to be 10 team, potentially a 1-on-1. No, it's a 2-on-1. Sorry, he gets caught himself. He goes down, nail it. Final player now, fighting outside the blue. Mini 14 in the hand. He's popping some shots, but the zone's going to pop him down. And then Tropic, another team, fall to a vast majority of zone for esports. They hold the corner well. Down for a 2. How's still got the final player as well. So we got caught out themselves. Both of these teams be dodge, duck, and dive in between. And Navi eventually go down. And by the time I get here, no names have caused a little bit of damage, but actually has come from after all the team that was here first. Beamy, he goes down as after all. Now in a position where a team we see, I suppose, rotate late in for zone and work the blue angles. They've put themselves in a position where the zone is condensing themselves down on them. So we've seen them on 5 kills already. Yep, MNC still hold the outside. Question mark down for their final player. Tire popped and gone. Re-smoke out here, but I don't think it's going to help because the zone is going to hit hard. Let's go. So question mark. Another team down and out. Ninth place for them. Yep, I think they're eager now to push over the road. Got a throwaway nade. Didn't quite catch anything. Mark. Esports. Look on the outside team again, which has just been on the crisping edge. We are now losing that top side here. Now, rightfully so, like we saw on the south side, the teams leaving a player behind, leaving an anchor to be able to take the shots and control the teams come in. Batorlin's the man of the rocks, man of the hour. Him versus Brandon Peak. Both surprised them to have vehicles and both have an opportunity to come in, but you know, just making sure they don't get a backfield. I don't see a team rotating behind him causing critical damage. All through. Like they're spinning around, just trying to pick fights where they can. I always worry when teams are really split and just taking multiple fights like one-man battles, but they're also really focused. This 2-2 hold. They are both holding multiple sides and picking apart the fights where they need it. Southside though, after all, we'll try and hold out no names. 2 kills for them. But as we lose the south side, there isn't much to play. If they come up and over, we will see after all have a clean shot towards them. Unless they can get themselves in towards these rocks. But you'd expect the compound store to provide a huge amount of damage. The only other option they've got is to make an aggressive crash in. And talk about aggressive crash, Yepper. Even their section, they've gone further down. But what a headshot though. Straight down, straight out. And that's the one car you think you can get away from a little bit of a dodge, duck and dive moment. But now putting these smokes out, because that bus is going to be so slow to get going. I'm still waiting for the trial link, so apologies all. Oh, have a little look. Oh, yep, send a little ninja out. Try and take some shots. At bay, do a meta plays. Now in. MNC gonna get going as well themselves. I'll give that page a quick refresh. Now tell me if the trial link has been updated. Doesn't look like it is. It's not updated just yet, so apologies guys. Store not there. But though, losing one, they've got to find their way in. SRM now causing problems. They're 2-2 split. Picking apart, inch at a time. Expect our twisted minds to be able to see the secondary hold though from SRM, but they are receiving a lot of problems. Good use from the shield. No names. Oh, they get one. Deployable shield for them. And what an angle through the oil rig. We'll be having a little look here. Both of these are not in. The zone plays back towards that sort of northeast corner, and no names might change their path in now. After all, I've lost one as well. Klim looking to stay behind. Let's try and figure out exactly how they want to get in, but the car up, picks up the shield. Might need it a little bit later. Yep, and now lose another one. That should hold as best he can. Smoke's gone. They're going to make the move. Oh, he was holding the right side, but no names played a no move. After all, now hold the dip. MNC want to try and come in, but on the top side here, Exalt are going down. That's Twisted Minds again, just playing the blue nice and slowly, showing that they can get away with taking their time. Our team just rushing towards zone. SRM getting kills and confirms. Pop a smoke towards Spyro just to say, hey, I don't want you shooting at me anymore. He's gonna We control. But you got to be looking at this zone, guys, and going, I know there's a few SRM fans in chat already. I've seen the emojis kicking in. You've got to be looking at this one, going. SRM in a very strong position to take the game, to close it down and out. Anything can happen. Scav, though. Marks on the other side. Got the numbers. Not quite got the position. Needs to be cautious here. Scav just about scavving his way in. And he pops up for there. Peekaboo, though. Not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. Tucking no names down and out. 6th place for them. 5 teams remain. We're about to hit our top 4. And all engaged straight away with our Twisted Minds team. Go down to their final ones. Getting shot in the back now as he's able just to duck slightly behind the car. SRM, Global Army, launching the worldie of the nade. Will it bounce inside? Does bounce. It's a little bit over. Might cause a bit of splash damage. Wouldn't expect a huge knock, though. But Twisted Minds, again, just working their way off the zone a little bit at a time. After all, had to get out their dip because they were getting pushed from SRM, or say pushed, they were getting a third-party action. They have lost one. Util. C4 up there on the back away side. They're on the outside. Scav goes down. They know who they're fighting now. They dip themselves back round. They've got a bit of time for this one because Twisted Minds, though, a little bit engaged on the other side. The moment they come around, that's going to happen. Spyro taking the opportunity to get a Scav where they can. He's going to cause some huge damage now. Spyro gets another one as after all get a free pass. There goes a molly, though, from their own boy. Vascu getting dropped by Twisted Minds. Dropping the molly on his feet. Man's like, no way. Moves out, down, done, dusted, and all because of this man sitting on the outside, just causing the damage. 4 teams now remain. They've got some numbers. Twisted Minds got 3. We do have after all, though. They got clean away from that one. Store holding a 3. 7 kills for them. And SRM, they got the numbers with 4. Low kills, causing a huge amounts of damage. And Fate, he's got himself in a position. I'll give him that. Wait and see. I can imagine it getting a little bit more quiet. I think SRM have identified that after all needs to come back their way. I think she's just trying to figure out exactly where the shots are going. Could cause a huge problem. You expect maybe after all to play that ridge. I don't want to give away his position just yet because after all run forward towards the container. He's going to be able to see him. But he will need to move. Smoke wall is out after all. Now pushing in, there's SRMs, the guys that are further back are taking the shots, they are taking the damage. Now applying the pressure as well. Find themselves now in. Pushes over, maybe baiting some more shots, but that buggy is not going to provide the angles you need. Torlins though, takes one. Global Army, he's on the hold. Oh my days, Global Army, wham, bam, see ya later, Twisted Minds. There's us. They lose 1. The close range battle now happens. 3 teams remain. Exalt might just get a pass, and SRM are looking strong at the moment. After all, backed up against the container, backed up outside the zone. As SRM want to close this one down, they know this team is going to struggle from here. Great world nade, those. Global Army is just showing us what he can do at the moment. Oh, Exalt. Side swipe. There's one. 1v1s. After all down. Final player now. Exalt. Got another point on the boards. Oh, taking a nade. Global Army. Got a question. Maybe losing the additional. Puts it down for a 2-on-1. You got to play the odds now because SRM are split. You've got to maybe back the underdog. Global Army has been picked up. I think he knows a player will try and push around for him. That's what he needs. He needs to play. He needs the split action. Global Army is going to hold back. Yeah, because if SRM come around that south side, if he was to make an aggressive push by himself, he might basically put in 1v1 on the board, right? I think hold this outside edge. He needs to come out of this angle. The only playable train now for him is going to be ahead there. But I'll wait and see. He's trying to get a knock, exposing one of the players. Now it's picked up. Now has the information where both the players are from SRM. Exalt. a danger team, a power team. Great nade. That should bounce nicely. Not cooked in time as he's able to hear that little tinker on the sands. Needs to lose Global Army here. Needs to play away. Because he's got the information. Because he knows where the player is. It's only another zone that's going to push him out. He's finds himself now in zone. This could be the finisher here. There we go. Winner, winner. Chicken O dinner. As SRM get game number 1 underway for us, though. And a pretty good game. That's 19 kills already. 9 kills, 19-point game. And they actually do get the kills. I'm going to say that most people got the damage. They do. And they get the assist as well. Rest of the board, though, as it looks on our top side, Exalt picked up 2nd place with 5. Went down numbers. But as a solo player, able to survive out. After all, though, after very difficult positioning, able to move themselves out and transition away from the area. 8 kills for them and 7 kills, though. Helps if I push the right button. Anyway, good leaderboard, good game. SRM, though, did take a lot of the damage, though, where it needed to go. SRM, though, 9 kills. And obviously, they get the 10 points and 19 points, though, for game number 1. But, yeah, good shout. For me, after all, though, having to play out from that little bowl, it's very difficult for them to get out from that position because that SRM pressure and they had the high ground, they were in that little bowl, they kind of lost the zone, but they had to push themselves out and around. They eventually got zoned out, but an 8 kill was it, but able to farm something from being in quite a centralized position. Horrible zone, horrible style of ending. Good terrain, though, for us, though, but what we can do is have a very quick break, though. I'll see all you guys and girls, well, in less than a couple of minutes.
Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design. Never blend in like camouflage. Know your whole life's in the hand of God. Always kept it real, couldn't stand the fraud. We playing in different fields, I never ran alone. First things first, let me break the news. I don't really even got a name to prove. I'ma win the game, I ain't came to lose. Cause me and God tight like bathing suits. Afraid of who? Fear ain't part of my composure. And this right here is for the culture. You watching innovation at its finest. We been fly, swag, live our own pilot. Hold up, I don't think they follow. My dad is an artist, I feel like Pablo. And if that's the case, I'm a walking Picasso. Throw me on the track and I'ma ride like a fossil. Who told you? Who told you? I mean, who told you can't do it? Who told you? Who told you you're not fly enough? Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design. I know girls who quit to throw on the makeup. A couple of them overcoming the breakup. Never settle in life for the fake love, cause you gon' pay a pretty price from the pay stub. I know a couple dudes looking for approval, doing anything mundane and usual. Look, homie, your self-worth is crucial. You sowing seeds, you might as well make them fruitful. I'ma keep it truthful, tell you what I mean. True religion is literal, God in your genes. I always felt different and odd as I seen. I realized I'm gifted and God is the king. Created many things, put the stars in their place. Then he turned around and he put me in a race. All glory to God, now I swim in the grace. I see his fingerprints in the winds and the waves. I don't know how he think of designs like Tinker, Hatfield, at will. Create things, only his mouth spills. Word to many, yo, I had to borrow that line. I swallow my pride. I'm humbly the false design. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design.
Creation doesn't exist.
Here we go. It's game number 2 and the flight path again from the south up towards the north side, a bit more pushing towards that south central as it is now going into that northeast. So unlike we had that sort of northeasty style of playing path, obviously it's now pushing maybe more central, maybe pushing a little bit or tinkering on that west hand side. So hopefully we will see a different style of ending. We hate having back to backs, but we are on the esports server, so anything is possible. Hope everyone is enjoying it. It's only a little on me today, so apologies. And as I mentioned before, I think I mentioned every single game recently, we've had some problems with PUBG, just trying to work on why we're getting memory crashes after our update. But thank you very much to the community. Actually, guys sent me another 32 gigs of RAM, so double it up. Not a huge amount, so it should be well more than enough. I actually think it's a game file, which I just need to figure out. But I would apologise at the beginning of every game, so sorry again. Plane is done and dusted. Only a couple of teams, though, don't have a protection on the drop, so you would expect to see not too much action. Even if they do get a knock, you'd allow them to get back up. Yepedo is one of them. They actually have dropped in each other. So, actually, to be fair, no, these two can fight each other because they have the protection. So, it's actually teams that are not in or confirmed for PGS2 that can't take the fight off the rip. Yepedo takes the fight. DA loses one early here. I've lost one apiece now. They are trying to push in. Mespedo working his way around. DA there has lost another one over that side. So 2 remain for them. Yepedo is tightening themselves up. DA, as I said, R2. So eventually they will get condensed in here. Right, Code is just having a little peeky boot at the top. He wants to figure out when will the player come down. Won't take long before they figure out they are down below. So we'll try and hold. I'll continue just to wait and see. As they do have the opportunity now to get looted and booted before pushing in. It's not the easiest of pushes, but I've seen people execute those style pushes really well. Zono, these guys tinker on the outside edge. El Bandita is kind of the crater in the middle. I do like this style because we get the opportunity. Maybe it's going to come out on this sort of east side, pushing towards that Impala. I love the field around there. I love the junkyard area. This is always good technical. We get a lovely, sometimes when it pulls back over to the west. Not as much, I'd say. Definitely say I see more on the east when it comes down to end zone finish. It all plays that way. But 17 teams still remain. There's 66 of these super stacked pro tier players. I'm trying to figure out. He has seen him. I think he's just having a little look. Dennis. He's using the gap. Everyone goes down. So Code. Does that confirm? So Marco. Underneath the stairs. Waiting for the players. Work their way down. Shotguns in hand. No vest. So. He does take a little tickle. I think the off angle as well. So. Covering that push coming down. I've got the ability now to pick up a level 1 vest. Yep, I need to stack and go here. I do have the man advantage. Okay, Marco's not really supporting the back of his own player, so just need to be cautious if they're coming behind. We have some time. A bit of a standoff here as we will just cinematically zoom out. And let's go have a look at the map. Shall we? Shall we have a look at the map? Oof. Have a little bit of a peekaboo on this side as the Woo crash themselves in from Entropic. We're still waiting for the trial link, so I can only apologise. I don't have access to make the trials for them, unfortunately. I don't have the account. Entropic though, I'm going to back away from this one. So actually, they pushed in now? I haven't quite pushed in just yet. So again, apologies. We are still waiting. Let me just quickly ask him actually. Do you know what? Actually, I'll tell you what, they might have done it during the break. So, they haven't done it during the break. I'll keep it on his outlet, and if I get information, I will let you know. We'll bounce him a message though. Get the opportunity to really quickly have a look at the map. So, have a little look at this as well. I think he's gonna. I can't see him getting involved. Push away. I've got to be disengaged. Looking for a 2-2. How? Can't do them the same as well. Oh, there we go. So Marco's gone down. Round we go. Shot in the back and DA. Down and out. Yepper. But advance towards the next zone. So, let's look at the zone. Let's talk about the zone. Let's chat zone. Yeah, so we do see it can play across a little bit towards the east-hand side. Very much on the live servers and has been so at the moment. After all, going for a parachute drop, I'm worried they might go try and take some high ground here, as they are sideways parachuting down. For esports though is already here, so be me. Might be having a look at this. But they do go further around. Entropic though got a 2-2. They were crashed here by the Woo. So it looks like they were maybe going for a 2-2 here. So they play a 2 up here, go up a little bit higher. And pilots taken by After All. They are now getting picked up. SRM the same, 2-2. How? 2-2. So I've seen a few of these options now. No names coming from that top side. Just might play back. Between us wants a high rock. As a question mark now coming up from the top. Yepper beat our DAT on the outside. And Ascend now work their way through Lost Leones. And Lost Leones is not clear though. So FaZe are here. And the Woo also holding an element of it. So got to be cautious. It's Christo taking some shots now at Exalt. They're not the ones I'm too worried about at the moment. Gustavs takes the high. He's up in the crane area. I think the shots coming in from that east-hand side of the town might be enough just to figure out who's there. It's now going to see the cars rotate, so send him do a little bit of a hit and run. Because he's gone down from the Woo. FaZe did get the knock on Exalt. They got 1 and 2. Now taking a fight in and around the area. So are down numbers. Ascends though, they didn't quite leave. They also want a little Scooby-Doo at this one. Hasn't quite picked up the player on the high side, but I've got enough angles, and they can launch. They can leapfrog ahead here. They can push in. That not much cover, especially if they have a little pokeball at this one. This man, if he sees him. He's seen the... Oh, you can't see the canister. Pretty sure you can see the player though. Exalt having to lay low. Makes all about the zone shifts. Let's wait for the zone to pop. There we go. Pulls back to the west hand side. So Twisted Minds just find themselves now centralized. I don't get this one as much as I used to. If it does end around here, see some teams sort of pull themselves in and around. Obviously have the capability of playing back towards El Bandita. It's always quite a horrible one in and around there because teams can hide in the terrain. Exalt now getting pushed here. Final player, Gustav is the one. He has eyes on him, so giving the information. But Art gets correct. See, I'm gonna try and hit that nades. That nade's not bad. Oh, goes over the top. Jamizi takes the face for the bullets, but Art hasn't got anything in the chamber. He's laying low, and then Mick from behind ascend Exalt down. 16th place for them. Second team to go quite early. And back. Whew. Is he can climb one of his little rocks. Here he is. On the rocks, you're gonna find SDK. Oh. Dodge, duck, and dive. M&C, they're gonna play the top side. Mine's with 3-1. Navi still with a 2-2. Footy Sports now taking the shots over at Entropic, and they do get enough as well. Topic. All safe, so should be able to get the res. Others goes dangerous side for it, as I do have a player behind, and it's Chris is going to work here. Quick kill confirmed from him. Ascent, who played themselves over towards that Impala. Now I've got the powerhouse. It's Chris always. Player's been my fantasy team, but it's getting to the price cap now. I might need to start looking for other players. He's such good for your fantasy team as well, though, isn't he? I actually missed fantasy for DMC. Kill confirmed, trying to get the final 30-30 on them. But the boys are still pushing here. Plays over, but he provides enough cover just to stop the shots. Great throwaway, Molly. Picks up the one. Now I'm going to wrap all the way back around. Take the pressure off. 2v1 here. Nade is going to be in hand. Goes down. Final player now. For after all. Jumps out and gets a knock. That's the duck for the car barrel. We've had 30 shots in the chamber. 24 remain. Going to have to grab something where he can. Oh, he's got 14 left. Oh, and down. Danger play. Let's see, going down to their final player. 1v1, 40 in the chamber. And Footy Sports, though, interested to have a little look over the ridge. See if BB can get any more he can. Oh, that could have gone either way. Looks like our names have had the cars, so they know our team has played up here. Wow. Well, it's gone very, 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 very west again. So, yeah, we are getting a little bit here. I had one of these, like, last week. I said that on that one, so it's rare. I'm being PUBG'd in the max at the moment. Mel, using just enough of the building. Just keeping cover, but be enough for the allow the woo in as well. Just maybe put the handbrake on as the car does descend to us. So, neighbours of the Howl. A little bit further up those SRM and Phase. They go for a full send. Hi, Sky. That's good stuff. Tell a little scout. And surprisingly, every single time I was playing the NA market and team hit the compound and we came rolling out, and there was no one really. We saw Sonic taking the fight on the outside. They really wanted to take the fight on the inside, but unable to do so. Blaze have found themselves a little home, so expect the 3 now to work in. SDK over 2-2. Yeppa find themselves in the middle. Tordens, he lurks still on the higher grounds. Putting that northwest corner. Hard for Entropic. He has gone down. Beamy's further back. Anthony and T-Bone, though, find themselves now Bandito, but Entropic are really wide. Question mark. Now push in. But Tordens, if they stop, well, I think they are. Maybe have to expose them slightly. MNC going to take some shots, going to push him to the other side of the cars. Question mark, no, he's there. Love it, we are how. So now pushing further and further in. That's what I'm talking about. Jordan's can cause so much damage over here. Spyro down. Trying to find a bolt, but after. Oh, hey! Oh no, that's the danger of being the Rock Man. As Vascu puts down Batulins. You have to shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That question mark, we're gonna know that that's him. Right, he's gonna try and run and get him out. Free Sports though. Lost Vards and rotate their way around. No Names though find themselves in between. A little bit of battle here. No Names. They do get T-Bone back. They're hard in the aggro. MNC though trying to lurk back on them. T-Bone is down. Nade in hand. Will launch itself over. Bounce nicely. Surprised he doesn't get the splash damage I would have thought. Beamy though puts back one and says no way. T-Bone can't go outside of the blue. They're going to try and get him quick. If they're going to do it, get him quick. T-Bone's going to be screaming for it. Touch me, touch me. Got him. MNC, though, they're going to now make their moves, though. No Names don't go for 1-1. Nades come down. That's good again. They're playing a huge powerhouse for this team. Molly straight in towards the fire, which he is stopping a little bit. The fire's Footy Sports now can continue back on the shots. They'll be able to get that res back where they can. As MNC now take the ridge line. Ridge is playing away. Phase 4. These guys have to get in from here. They don't have far to go, but it's quite a dangerous push. Footy Sports though going to take the car and wrap away from it. Maybe leapfrog ahead. As Navi puts it down. There goes 1. There goes 2. That car will continue to go. Final player goes down. 7C pick up 3. Foot just got controlled a little bit on that zone push. Either needed the No Names. MNC. So to be fighting. Does get down for 1, making the push forward though. But Vascu going around again, sticking, but he goes down. Defix final player now. Question mark. Have got no pressure because Batornins is gone. They are just farming kills. Scav in the car. Gonna go for the seat swap. He goes for the seat swap and seats himself down. MNC were the ones really dominating this area. A question mark caused them huge issues. And now they descend across from a west towards the northeast. They know numbers are down. They know this team needs to come in. As they got the nades cooked in hand, potentially will stop in the bowl. Just waiting. Has to let go because he has cooked it, but gets some splash damage though. Not enough. As he turns and gets a knock on him as well. Oh, util. He pushed himself away up towards that crevice. Mate, No Names. Where are you going? You get tabbed out by blue. And with a pinch. And that's gone. Question mark do half. So do Navi. And what a play. Navi pick up the first. It's question mark. Will lurk on the outside. They were the ones that came aggressive. Twisted Minds are looking to get a little bit of revenge for the 3rd time. A power team is a power team. All the teams here are power teams, right? That's now picked up. So Nate in hand does actually go and take on the rock. That's not the problem. I feel like the problem is coming if Twisted Minds can get a bit further in. They do get knocked, but it's over the top of question mark. Don't know if they know we've got a team in the bowl. Lou just having a little bit of a bunny hop, looking to see if he can get any information, anything he can. SDK, they play the outside here. Just in mind, again, still eager to ensure his team's getting it. Is playing this way. Entropic will try and come out towards the zone, unlike I had the other day. The Epic obviously do have the information that Entropic are on the inside, so SDK might be able to bully with Yepper and Entropic out of this area. Send eventually going down and out. Our FaZe Clan hold the outside edges. SRM are game number 1 winners. They now push down. They want to try and take on Yepper on the outside of this zone. And this is Bowl. Yepper ducking themselves a little bit further in. FaZe does get Global Army. As Entropic get the steal. There is a player to use. They're now pushing forward. But SRM get the nade and Crexy. Follow-up nade though. Does come in. They're losing numbers. Quick game number 1 winners though. Go down in 10th place. Now dodge, duck, and dive into safety. Ubar is down. Doozy going hyper aggressive. He wants to get close. He wants to get the damage, but Lou puts him down for a 6. Mel's just going to pop over the top and get a freebie. No way. How? Still in that zone. FaZe, though, are above as they are between them and Yepper. Same side. Really just focusing down on Entropic. They do want to get themselves out of this area. And said, if you get the teams fighting at the top, you kind of get a free pass. But if they're not, like what we're seeing now, so hard for a team to get out of here. Gruxo, I think he's doing the right thing. He's going the other way, but he's playing towards now our SDK. The car won't provide much of a cover, and the tyres will go. He just needs these teams to fight at the top. As I said, they have no intention of fighting at the moment. As Twisted Minds taking on Na'Vi, the Wu taking on Na'Vi as well. Wu actually asking for a support from an org. Surprisingly, a team which hasn't been picked up by an org. Always seems to be there, always are competing on the highest level. So if there is anyone watching and that is looking for a PUBG team to go and support for Gamers 8, this is an open team. That maybe is not the best example to give him on cam, but you know what I mean, people. You know what I mean. That team, they're always there. They won't always contending, always competing, always getting themselves up in top spots. Down to a 2 now, but they do have the zone. Twisted Minds will try and control this north side and maybe push the Wu further in. The door will hold that one. Car's pulled up. Alright. We'll say thank you for that as the cover does go. Nate cooked overhand. Pretty much on top of Kino. That is homing grenades at its finest. Nixie. Final player for them. Gets Sparrow, gets a little tap, gets a little shoulder hit. He's in, doesn't need to push too hard. Not as much as he's pushed down the outside here between FaZe, Yepper, and our Entropic team. Shots take fire. Molly's in the smokes. Got a slight bit of X-round, so we're able to see through it. Like the players, they can't for that. This is what they see. A maze has been deployed. Bottom of the note. Let's take some shots. He gets one, and then he gets a second. Though they both peekaboo around the outside. Gustav though, trying to find a little bit of defense now. Might find the flushes go on. Bottom of the note, the one holding flash though goes out, able to get one of the knocks though confirmed out. Nade in hand. Good. Pops around the corner. Trying to catch one. A jump shot comes over. And Yepper are sending FaZe down to their final player. And look at this. The How are getting involved as well. Nade, Mad, looking over. He's going to identify Yepper coming in. Knows there's a player down the bottom here is Mad. Crests himself over the top though. Yepper, they go down. Gustav picks up one. Unable to flash. And we instantly go down towards our top 4 as FaZe fall down in 5th. How? They find themselves. They should be able to get the res. Just in mind, 3 players up. They do have 3 on the board. And before he goes, there goes the Woo. SDK, a little bit more quieter. They got the 1 kill, but they do find themselves now condensing themselves in. Low, wrapping it all the way down. Low. Nade. The Howl getting caught on the res. You more util coming over the Mad. Able to stick. Where is technically the Mad going to lead the charge here? The Howl. 4 kills. 3 players up. Some more teams split on the kills, but SDK know that Howl need to push out. No, they need to get going. Have a final player remain. He's going to be down. Just in minds. Got 2. SDK got the numbers, right? SDK are out of zone. I feel like this could be... Just in minds might hold the area. How the underdogs. The Underwolves. Very hard now to push. He's got multiple in front of him. This smoke is about to dissipate. And not sure if SDK have much more util left. Really needs a bit of help and guidance. Just gonna wrap towards him, unfortunately. Gets to the car, maybe. There goes 1. Perfect. Puts on Adam. SDK now with a 3. How with a 1. Just twisted minds. They hold up with a 2. And just going for a full send. Waiting for the peekaboo. Actually able to get himself to an element of cover. See him. If it goes down, lose down for a 1 as well. Nade in hand, receiving a element of fire. Just minds go down. I think the team that thought was going to play peekaboo on these, and it's a 3v1. As the Howl hold on the outside, SDK refusing to come off the hill. I think they're just going to toy, have a bit of fun. See if they can get the peekaboo heads and Penta, line those shots up. Out, let's get out. Give him that. Cody said, now I've had enough of this. I am on the move. I feel like he's going to have the angle. Gonna put Pikachu on the outside. Oh, blows the lid off him. Drawing zone. Still holding out. 3v1. What are we saying, people? How taking this one? Oh, Penta says goodbye. STK shoot to kill, takes that shot through the iron hole, through to the shack, but 5 kills only from our shoot to kill team. Kill leads though, they hit up with our FaZe clans. The damage was really harvested from them as well. Really much in the action early doors. Yepper get the assist. As we will have a quick look at the rest of our leaderboard. STK first place, Howl in second, as they do get 6 kills. Twisted Mind third with 4 from the Woo. Can take 4th with only a single kill. FaZe. They were the ones farming 11 kills for them. And Yepper put an impressive 8-pack on as well. Good games. In our Miramar segment, though, we did see 2 very different end styles of zone, as we are going to take a very quick break before we transition across to, I believe, what is going to be Taker. It could be Mirror, it could be Erangel, could be Taker. I hope it is Taker. I like that sort of sitting in the middle, a little bit of a swing bat house. So we'll take a very quick break, and I'll see you guys. Hopefully, I'll have a updated or get a Twire link. I've messaged the admins, not quite sure who's going to respond to it, but I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes.
Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design.
Never blend in like camouflage. Know your whole life's in the hand of God. Always kept it real, couldn't stand the fraud. We playing in different fields, I never ran alone. First things first, let me break the news. I don't really even got a name to prove. I'ma win the game, I ain't came to lose. Cause me and God tight like bathing suits. Afraid of who? Fear ain't part of my composure. And this right here is for the culture. You watching innovation at its finest. We been fly, swag, live our own pilot. Hold up, I don't think they follow. My dad is an artist, I feel like Pablo. And if that's the case, I'm a walking Picasso. Throw me on the track and I'ma ride like a fossil. Who told you?
Who told you?
I mean, who told you can't do it? Who told you you're not fly enough?
Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design.
I know girls who quit to throw on the makeup. A couple of them overcoming the breakup. Never settle in life for the fake love. Cause you gon' pay a pretty price from the pay stub. I know a couple dudes looking for approval. Doing anything mundane as usual. Look, homie, your self-worth is crucial. You sowing seeds, you might as well make them fruitful. I'ma keep it truthful, tell you what I mean. True religion is literal, God in your genes. I always felt different and odd as I seen. I realized I'm gifted and God is the king. Created many things, put the stars in their place. Then he turned around and he put me in a race. All glory to God, now I swim in the grace. I see his fingerprints in the winds and the waves. I don't know how he think of designs like Tinker, Hatfield, at will. Create things only his mouth spills. Word to many, yo, I had to borrow that line. I swallow my pride, I'm humbly the Father's design. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, 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 God design.
Creation doesn't exist without a creator. There is no design without a designer. And the God we served designed you. Designed
God design, God design you.
Hey, and welcome back, everyone. So we are going straight to the Tego now. It is the all eyes on map. Everyone's got an opinion. Some like, some dislike. The more I watch it, the more I cast it, the more I enjoy it. We are seeing not quite a pattern when it comes down to the end, but we are seeing a couple of telltale signs. There's some great videos already out there from other casters and other people in the community with their thoughts and understanding. I know I've got a few going up myself, but look, that's enough of that. We can talk about that during phase number 1. Let's throw ourselves though into playing. It's Tego and it's round number 3 is coming up. Here we go. It's map numeral 3 and our first Tego. And we are doing a 2-2-2. It's best of 6 and don't forget this is a scrim for PLH Pro League Hub. Please keep respect obviously for the teams, the players. This is their safe area. This is a bit where they're going to go try things. Pretty much everyone here is getting ready for PGS2, right? So they're all going to try some things. Some things are not going to work. Some things are going to work. What I can confirm for us is that we get to watch some outstanding players. We get to see the insight before the main stage. Obviously, as always, I will start the stream with a recently. I've been having some PUBG issues and concerns where it has been disconnecting us and crashing us out of game. If it does, I will throw it straight to a break. I'm normally able to get back in pretty quickly, but we will throw to a quick break. So apologies if it does happen. Hopefully it doesn't. And we are, again, trying to ensure we figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah, I've got the crash reports. It says memory, PUBG memory, but I look at my PC. Didn't have an issue with memory at that time, so not quite sure. Verified my files as advised by you guys. Thank you very much for that insight. Touch wood. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. But yeah, I just apologise again off the bat. Game number 3 though. Playing though from a straight across the bat from an east to a west. Playing par finished up on the west, but so does the zone. Now, we've had a few of these. A couple of telltale signs, as I mentioned just before we throw to that intro video. We do get a couple of interesting endings. Now, recently, a lot have been ending around this sort of fishing camp. Myself and Gibson Cast call this the recliner. You can see there's the seat. There's where you put your bum. And there's where you recline back. You head over here, looking up towards fishing camp. Maybe it sticks. Maybe. The swamps had a few. Question mark have been very strong out the swamp. They like this position. They will catch a lot of teams on that rotation. This hill was a good one. Maybe get 1 or 2 teams. We had a couple of endings just above it. We're able to kind of farm the kills, push the kills a little bit further down. Ascendo with Hapo in hand. I've had 2 actually here. I've had 1 just here, and I've had 1 in between these 2. So I think they need to keep an eye there. Teams don't play across this bridge and in behind them. As a couple of times I've had teams, especially in the NA, where they've been split like this, and actually Ascend was one of the teams on one of the EU ones, but actually they were split up here 2-2, and they got rolled on the top. So I've got to be careful with that one. Actually, I was casting, it wasn't. It was the rotation. So got to be cautious. They are a lot tighter, and I think that will work out for them. The question for me is, do they go for a 2-2, maybe take their heel and try and stop and recover? Is that too much of a split? Do we have too much water in for it to play away? Because we know it pulls back towards the river most of the time. We have to wait and see how it goes. A lot of teams don't got a lot of rotation in. We've got the blue zonade, obviously, that I think they come more into play onto this one that I normally see. And we've also got the plane. A zone like this will force these teams to take the emergency pickup, I feel, and try and figure out how they get themselves into zone. Let us know, more importantly, what your thoughts are of this one. And I'll take the opportunity, though, to ask you guys, if you get 2 minutes, to give us a like on our YouTube. We are pushing all of the content, though, that will happen, or that's happened this evening. We will also push this out towards our YouTube. So obviously you can go check us out. Obviously just type !YouTube into chat, and that will give you a link to our YouTube channel. As I said, I'm trying to push as much as I can to YouTube at the moment. Let's see if that works actually in chat. As he did say, I did say that, and yesterday it didn't quite work out. So we do like the bridges. Some people love the drops. What I think I do like about the drops is the ability to provide cover. I do think that's such an important thing. Teams have started using it. It's not great, not great battle cover, but it is still cover. Exalt taking some shots now as our Howl team. Who else said? Oh, got a huge support in chat. What's this horror? Huge following for these guys. Howl recently having obviously some issues with the team. Maybe looks like they're back on full roster, no hand issues, etc. Oh, does? Oh, they do. God gave it away. Woo do pick up 1. Lou goes down. He's the closest one there. Baton is cooking the nade ready, as it is going to launch itself over towards the top. Wizzo is tight. Nade wasn't good enough for them. Can't quite get over the top. Quizzy backing away, but is providing enough cover for Batonins to pick up Lou. Should be able to fall back. Angles being held by the rest of them. Batonins goes for that hero's res. With Lou over his back. We'll be able to find a new position to go stick the res off angle. Those that will be looking to maybe get the angle on that first to make sure Twisted Mind's on the outside. So a little bit of a fight on this top bridge, though. You are seeing a Tropic and FaZe rotate pretty close to each other now on the south side of the zone. And so they will just cross paths. We do now see the guys back up. Back to a 4-on-4. Not too many more teams coming in behind, but whoa, there we go. Oh, how have gone in. They've just cleared up rotation. That's just the two. It was just the two. That's the team now. They're on another two, but they are getting pushed here from SRM. So how dominate on one side? Let's see if SRM can take the other two. That's cute. Danger House. Thanks, Austrian Forces team. And oh, the nade bounces on top of the car. And throwing nades back. Now getting the splash damage. So remember, if they know now who they are, the car sound, that might be enough for them to go, hey, they are backing away. And there's good thing, I know people say it's very open. There are these wonderful little dips and bowls that teams can position cars in and use to their advantage. We'll get a clean run here. Ascendo, they pay out the compound, the split, though they hold centralized ground as they are now taking shots though at SRM. Patulins, he gets one. That's a huge off angle. Doesn't quite find the high level rock, but finds the angle there. Ooh, down to a 3. That's a kill confirmed for them. Let's just have a little butchers. So the other teams will try and now come in. So Woo now down to a 2. They rotate their way back. And just keeping an eye on a couple of these teams here. So a lot of rotation kills. And do come from not just this style of zone, but I definitely feel like our Tego, as people say, people don't know the maps, and they know it. It's, they don't know the timings yet. They're all learning out the timings because I don't think they figured out the timings for their own team either. So we're in such a great area for PUBG. Because get to watch these teams try and figure out high IQ players, high IQ teams and plays. Then getting aggressive to defend their compound. Scav having to lay low now, and this dip and crest will provide a little bit of cover for him, but let's go check the other side. Oh, no names. Getting pushed out slightly from afterwards. They do sit themselves in the southeast corner. They will think they're going towards safety now as they play back towards the town. If they're any further around, they're going to get picked up though by our Foot Esports. Looks like our Afterall team, that's our Afterall team, our Woo team coming back. Tornus is down. Quizzy aggressive at pushing close. The initial shots does, and Nate does come back. He has losing his player though. Flash though comes over the top. Might catch him on time. He does as Quizzy puts another one down. He'll take his time now as he does throw a nade, but he's got to get the med on. Lou and Spyro will know this. They'll know we've got to continue to apply the pressure. Quizzy backs away just enough. It's a 2v2 here. These two teams are having, I feel like, a little bit of fun here. Lou going for the off as he now gets his way across. I think he's been caught now. Oh! He's in the middle of the road. He's waiting for a peekaboo. He knows he needs to get back. Quizzy looking. No. Let's tap him down. Question mark. Running over. Our Afterall team. Love this. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's getting up on YouTube. Look at Quizzy. He's just backwards and forwards. He hits and then he loses the players. Yep, I go down. Apologies, not involved in that. Staying with this one at the moment. Just keep the story going. But Quizzy and the Woo, they hit. They then, where you'd expect them to be, they've backed away. They've then worked their new angle up. They're working their way all the way around. The DC Kino Store taking the shots. Now, I haven't been able to get the first down, so it was a 2v2, but back to a 4v2. Zone. This for them is going to look like another team coming in. Store in, plays back in this top side. FRM, SRM. RM Esports. They go down. Chris will give away that it's him. Faro. Oh, catches him slightly. Oh, then gets stabs, and that's him down and out. It's a bit of a backwards and forwards there. Can be a hard push though for Esports. I'm going to try and thread the needle between these teams as DA, though, are already positioned up. Code Marco will be the one to potentially take the shots though. He does pick up one. A quick kill confirm on there as the rest of their foot they come rolling in. Oh, he gets VAR down, but he goes down himself. Beamy was down as well. DA will be kicking themselves that they didn't have anyone else here to take the fight. SDK just having a little look for the drops, and drops are out of the field. I'm going to assume that it's already been got. We'll play guess the drop though. Oh no, it's already gone. You can tell it's gone because it's oh, it's not gone. Whoa! So if you did guess, it's a Groza. Unlike me, would have looked at that and said it's gone. You'll find yourself down now. Tropic though, they play out the back now of DA. Fight between Foot Esports, and it was always going to be hard to get their way through. DA Dead will be disappointed. Didn't have a player, but it did close him pretty quickly. That's where we had the ending with Sonics and LG. The push off the top of the hill was strong. Brooks though, great nade down, but the rotation round from Exalt will cause some issues. DA getting pinched down as the final player though, doesn't know which way to shoot. Nail it, hammering through the trees. Just take a seat and take an exit to the lobby. 12th place for DA. Exalt just hit and run. I think the call is they've got SDK lurking around looking for some more kills. They're going to crash themselves in. Fate, they find himself on the outside, and he will get some wonderful shots on them if he decides to open up. That is way too tempting, right? Put the nade on the plate. There goes two. Oh, nearly getting a third. Penta is down for one shot here. Hello is down himself, down for one. SDK cruising like it's a Sunday beach ride. Now down for a 2v3 defense as he does get one of the meds on. Hello, have to chuck one through his own nades as he is getting reached to the outside. That will push the players a little bit back away from him. Penta does get one himself. Oh, it slows up. Pushes his way around, and SDK go down and out. A lot of teams quickly descending now. 11th place for them. And Tropic, are they going to have a little look here? Because Art has been knocked again. Zone shift comes further back, and Hal sending it for a little while. Twisted Mind's been under huge amounts of pressure. Don't even get a break. They have been fighting pretty much off the rip. The moment they've got themselves in towards the outside edge. A little look, a little creep over. Like he's seeing one. He knows. Jordan's. He knows there's someone over here. Initial shots though hit from the map, but Batorans puts him down. Gonna go for the thirsty Thursday, I feel maybe. Needs a little bit more freedom. And how unable to push because they've got being pushed on the other side, but NC do not know. Scav down. How 5 kills, 1-on-1 one side. It's a 2-on-1 the other. And just to lay low. That blue zone nade should be enough. Oh, he jumps out, but not enough. And Tropic Always seem to be there. Always seems to be ready just to take the third party action. Quick look at the zone, no. Have a little look down here after all, though, getting caught by Send. Twisted Minds, they eventually now get a break. 10th place for them. Shut the blue zone nades in, but not the nade. It's going to potentially finish Chris, but it doesn't. It gets just further back as he is. Going to bounce his way through the smoke. Doesn't catch the head. Here comes the car. Does swing back. Oh, and didn't expect Mika to have moved already, but he did. Great pressure applied, though, from Ascend, and they got the zone, but Na'Vi now find themselves again on the outside. The famous Milky Bomb is in chat. Yes, Milky Bomb. How you doing, mate? If you don't know who Milky Bomb is, he was the one that really started casting up on console. So he was one of the drivers to run community events. See that, these 2 days. These were good. Still don't have a trial link. I'm sorry, people. Obviously, I know I'm 10 minutes in the future for you. I am looking. Oh, when I get 2 seconds, I have an idea. I see, though, example, does see the car. I'm going to see the car rotating, but he won't be able to take the shots. He needs to get himself back in towards zone. Come and see. I got the one. Actually, while I have a quick look at the map, I can have a quick look to see if we have a twire link. Where's my twire link, lads? No, that's what I link. No worries. So now on the push. Kill first down. Dilsey through the smoke. Is down himself. We're going to chuck another smoke back out. He gets caught on the off angle. And yeah, just double check. I haven't got no trial link at all. FaZe playing one of the rice fields. Zentropic looking for the third party yet again. Lots of drops up for grabs. Oh, didn't Tropic notice there? I don't know, they should. Let's play what's in the drop. A little guess, everyone in chat, if you haven't played already. Good time to have a little guess what is in chat. It's 1840 for me. And we can see the player coming. So it tells me it potentially is there. What is it? Another Groza. Double Groza. We had one left. Now is that because we are getting more of a 5.56? You got this with the pan. You can pan those shots out of the air, mate. You're a pro player. But not from the side. Zentropic, though, do descend. Our ex-Austrian forces, though. Looks like Lucas don't go down. Ascent, they go for a 2. Now we'll still hold the middle. FaZe, though, we're trying to hold this field here. I do like the field. This is why I like this map. Because you're able to dip in. Not much to play. And you do have a little bit of a section to play. You've got to try and be quite creative with this one. FaZe 5, though, does tighten itself down. FaZe, hold that corner. How is laughing? Na'Vi, though, still got a bit of a high ground. Uber need to ensure that we don't get a push from that west-hand side. Tropic, though, is coming on that north. And FaZe will make their position very well known. Exalt will rotate all the way around for the south side. Now, they are rotating in towards Na'Vi, but there is a little dip that they can play. Na'Vi, I think, will come late off here. I'm not quite sure how much information Exalt have. They do take that area. Was worth throwing a pan. And yeah, let us know. PGS, who are you guys supporting for PGS? Let us know. Also, if you're brave enough, let us know who you think is going to be winning PGS. So you have some of the final qualifications, the final rounds of it underway. So the games today were really, really good. I didn't manage to catch all of them, but the ones that I did see on the APAC region were insane. Insane. Fortunately, I won't be going to Gamers 8 as much as I'd love to go. Just can't find flights at a decent price. Like, all you guys are nicking the flights for me. What's going on? Zone descending down. 6 teams still remaining. It's not a great spot. Hazard needs to be cautious because that angle there from Mixie is going to cause him some problems. No, it's not logical, but you kind of wiggle this way a little bit. But maybe when he sees that, 8 goes over, so he now knows someone is approaching towards him. That's where he's now putting himself in. Possible shots though come over. It's then making the push. They want to try and make the south side hill. 2 are up close to the outside edge. Having a little bit of a bunny hop. Yeah, though. They've got to bully him quickly here. Nade goes out. Mel goes down. I don't know who they're fighting just yet. How though? Can't get back over to him. He goes down. Does get knocked first. It goes down towards Navi. Nade's coming through. There's a confirm. There's some more splash damage. 1v1 here now. He does have players back, but they will send him down. Navi. How these were just causing these guys too much pressure on the outside. Tropic. So they've been the ones that have been lurking. They're ones that have constantly been in the battleground, taking the fight. 10 kills though. Is it Exalt been doing the same phase? Do you pick a 4? So Navi, only got 3. Wait and see. Tropic looking like they want to get phase out. They picked up 1. Just off the player that's anchored. The Gusta player that's a little bit further back. Just want to double check to make sure no one else is further around. Wouldn't be surprised. Just wait for them just to see how the zone pushes anyone out of that compound first. RV, they got a really nice 2 split. Cautious now. Couple now pushing back, and Tropic need to come in. Full reverse on the car. Finds a little bolt. The cover from the other side, the cover from the south side of the road will be the ones that will get the shots on. I can see it slowing down maybe a tad. Maybe. This is pro though, isn't it? Oh, what is this? Game 3? This is our first one as well. Tell you, don't love it. There goes the 1 peeps. From a viewership point of view. Okay. I hear it raining out. Because I don't really want to win the south side. Have given up. They've gone all the way to this north side. So look at the map slightly. We've got Entropic though in the north phase. Hold that corner of the rice field though, as we do have Exalt. So I'm the only team now on that south side of zone. So is it going to be FaZe getting shot first or Entropic's in Tropic? Are in. Phase 6 as well. We've got a few to go. There we go. Keezy TV. To get your tag right. That there is the guy you want to hit up and follow. That guy there is the one who is doing all of our video production on our YouTube. So all of the content that's being produced by him. And he's the man in control with the clips and pushed them to YouTube. If you haven't already, give us a follow. Exclamation mark YouTube. I mentioned a little bit more on the break, but he just popped himself up in chat. So I think he might be taking his own clips, and rightfully so, because this has been a mental game so far. Exalt, dodge, duck, and dive. As they're clear. The danger for them was the team up at the top, which was Nava in that 2-2 split. Zone shifts away, and Exalt, unfortunately, though, they rolled the dice, and it hasn't gone to their liking. Navi rolled their dice, and it worked out well for them. I feel like Exalt will try and play in here. It'd be enough maybe if they get the cars right to stop FaZe, but FaZe will pressure. FaZe really are out of zone, so no matter what happens, they need to come out the rice fields and have been applying a large amount of pressure towards Entropic. So Entropic and FaZe know they're both there. Entropic don't want anything to do with FaZe. I think they're going to allow them potentially to come out. I think it could be a mistake. You know, have a little tinker over towards Na'Vi. FaZe 7 though, as I said, I've got a few more to go, and the zone physically is not the best. Na'Vi do get one, and they look like they want to go aggressive now on towards the Exalt. Smoke launcher goes out and protects himself from that north side. Deployable shield in play as well. So, one of the reses. 4v3, v3, v3. Na'Vi's the team with the extra player able to make these angles. Looks like they are trying to make it work to their advantage. Good movement though. Na'Vi have played this early. They haven't tried to go in defensively first. So, we need to figure out where they're going to go. They're getting enough smoke ready for maybe rotating the car, but the car's pointing the other way, and that car going now is not going to help. Nade comes over to potentially force this team in towards the south side, and Entropic now in a fight on the other way. On the south is happening between Exalt and Na'Vi. They're going to take the opportunity to try and get rid of FaZe. Misi's like, no. Nade's coming back over. They should be able to try and control that, and Na'Vi's taking the spot though. Great movement from them. They lose one, but they had the additional player to work it out. Nade straight in. That's going to hurt. Oh, doesn't quite get the damage needed. Exalt down to the final player. So that car going, that caused them some problems. 11 kills though so far. Good game. Flash though coming over. Wants to try and deal with the players, and Na'Vi needs to get rid of this as quick as they can. They do. They still hold out 3v3. FaZe used the opportunity to get themselves in, but Na'Vi pinned their way through towards that middle side of zone. Entropic unable to get themselves out of their dip as FaZe came aggressive, but they can get the knocks. Lucrux though is the first. Nailed up though, pushing his way around the dome. PUBG Dome. FaZe 8. We've only got one more to go. Util, util, util. This is what reminds me of the old days of PUBG. Who had the most util potentially had the win. Kind of feel like Tego might become that. Like, can't take anything away though from Na'Vi and their creativity. And, for example, would he have an off angle on FaZe? He will. If he pops himself around this bottom side here. It's spotted by Jamise, but that's going to hurt every time it hits. Like he wants to whip round. That's another one down. That car's gonna go. Nope, you need the bullet things to shoot. Get the bullets in. About capitalizes on the hard work done from example. And FaZe, it's always hard for them to get in. It was always gonna be hard for them to come in. Example gets another one down. There goes the final one as FaZe get held out third place for them. 3v3, and it comes down to it. Who's on the alpha angle? Lucrux is on one side, cracked vest. And that's on the other. He finds himself in the middle as he does push the car. Let's just draw the attention towards him. And Na'Vi, he pushed that middle zone, identified that that was a critical place to take. And Exalt were going to be the ones to try and take it away from them. They took it quicker. Always love Na'Vi. Good team. Always been a good team. At such a high IQ player as well. I felt for Ascend. They didn't really have much to play. They went for the up angle. They got caught with that between that 2-2. They just harvest the information. Oh, here comes low and drop it. Let's try and go big angle now. They do lose one. The other two, though, have gone further around. Mixie, though, is trying to drive by wherever he can, but he can't do it. Winner, chicken dinner. Na'Vi take game number 3. 12 kills, 22-point game. That there is a strong one. No surprise, they do take the damage, the kills, and the assist. Rest of the leaderboard though, Entropic, they were hunting. They farmed for a long period of time. 8 kills in the second place is nothing to shy away from. A couple of 6s though. Look at that Twisted Minds right in the midst of things off the bat though with the woo. They went down to a 2v2, but able to claw themselves back to a 4-man and get the clear out between the woo. After all, fours, Hal got a nice 6 as well. FaZe got 3rd and 4th, and Exalt got 11. Woo! And 4th place. So, first Tago. Come on, people. That's a good one to watch. I'm telling you that one, especially with an aggressive west zone. It causes a lot of creativity, I think, is the best way. I need to get myself in lobby because they will leave me outside the lobby. And we've got another 3 games to go, though. Tago will be the next one up, so we've got one more remaining. Then before we go back to the old school Wrangle, so I can't wait for that one. It's one of my favourite maps. Always has been, always will be. But that is it for that game number 3. Let's take a quick break, though. Load the lobby again. Game 4 is coming up, and it's going to be another Tago.
Creation doesn't exist without a creator. There is no design without a designer. And the God we served designed you. Designed
God design you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for an incredible night. Oh, we're taking it up a notch. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Wes and Mike TZ coming all strong. Straight into the end zone. Hey, be sure you stick around because we're only getting warmed up.
I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Yeah, putting in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Hey, determined to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? Thanks to the sun. Hey, you see the melanin? Yeah, we just begun. Yeah, in my element. Came through clean looking like a president. Martinelli porn, we celebrating with elegance. Yes, it's for the women you see by my side. She gave me reason to fight. Yes, mama, we made it. I know that you proud. Dad always told me stay true to the route. It's for the veal, golden the teal. Kids walk around with the golden they grill. Told you I'm focused, I never lost hope, and I'm giving them something they feel. I keep it true, ain't no counterfeit. How does it feel if you got it? It's still who we started with. Put down the seed, now it's harvesting. We make the art, then we market it, all of it. I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Hey, putting in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Hey, determined to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? I'm just working on my trophy speech. I'm just working on my trophy speech. This for the fam, this for the whole team. Yeah. I'm just working on my trophy speech.
I started making a list of some names that I gotta mention when I'm getting my trophy. Lot of folk wasn't with me in the gym. I was shooting around, I was trying to be Kobe. No time for the phony, don't act like you know me. Got God on my side, I can stand on my lonely. Been on my ground so that wifey and I could just live a sweet life where exactly floating. She wasn't there and I wrote your name down and I made a mistake, gotta scribble it out. Snakes trying to slither in now. The ones that ain't put in, been wanna reap benefits, they with some clout. That ain't what I'm about. I'm moving different and they moving fast. They gon' be tripping when my name announced. Mike TZ, congratulations. Cause I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Putting in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Determined to get it, I'm focused and driven, so what you know about it?
Welcome back, everyone. One thing that is great about PLH is not just the super stacked lobby, the amazing players, the high IQ players, is that the fact they turn around the games super quick. So we're already in the lobby, not even a 5-minute break. I had to run and grab a drink as quickly as I can. If you're really liking the content, thank you very much already. For those that have subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can type !YouTube, Keezy TV's in chat. He's the guy. He's the brains behind all the VODs, all the clips that will be going live. I know he'd be already working on stuff that will be going up tonight and this evening. So yeah, give him some love. He's in chat. Keezy, get your name in there, mate, so the guys can give you a follow. And more importantly, if you can, give us some love on YouTube. It's completely free. Subscribe on YouTube. You get to see all the clips coming back, though. And we have some bigger content that is going to drop there. So a place to stay tuned. Anyway, Game 3 was an interesting one. I am not even going to talk too much on this view because I'm going to throw it straight over to the players because they're already getting ready. It's game number 4. It's another Tago. I'll see you guys in a second. Let's go. It's game at number 4. It's our last Tago here for PLH for Pro League Cup. It's private Discord, so I can't say there's an invite. Follow the Discord link. Obviously, you have to be invited in here. It's all Pro and Tier 1. Not just across EU, across our NA region as well, or Americas, shall I say. Playing path, though, for this one is a different one. So we do get a northeast down towards a southwest. Can't even call it southwest because that whole southeast section is really questionable about if you can jump and get yourself in. Teams want to send themselves down. And playing is done. And we should see most teams split out already. I'd like to see we've already got some early predictions for PGS2. It's a huge event, people. This is a big one on the calendar. Game was 8. Wish I was going. Someone buy me a flight. Hashtag GoFundMe. I just love to be there. I must admit, I've been looking. I have been looking. I am tempted because I could work out there technically, not obviously casting, because the talent's all been picked, and I am far too new in the casting arena to even be quantified for that bad boy. So no, exposed yourself quite late again. Second out of second when it came down to a late zone to plane path rotation, but there is so much that is not in. Kind of, we can even draw a line across the bottom here. I say I draw a line. I actually turn my mouse off so you can't see it. But even from that sort of water side, you've got that red little line that goes around that south and bumps its way in. It's all unplayable. Unlike other maps, you're able to run up on it, but you get that you must return back to the battlefield. And after a period of time, the players will drop down and out. So, like I say, I'm going to throw out 60-40. Maybe. You let us know in chat. But 60-40 of playable terrain. Studio, we've had a couple of endings down Studio recently. And I do like the high endings in and around sort of Buxan. And there's those compounds just a bit south of there. And we see it sort of tinker around the edges. And with this one, for me, the teams that sort of stay in the low compounds, they survive their way out a little bit longer. Fighting does happen up on the hillside, and as we saw in game number 3, a lot of rotation kills. So a lot of people going down to that early rotation. But we still have 17 teams need to work their way in, and with 68 players on the board and only a handful of them really in, and there's limited spots to rotate in towards a centralized area. Compounds limited, open spaces are going to have to be played, unless you want to go descend into the cities in on that east-hand side, and or Studio. Wait and see. SDK, I find myself in a good spot. So is Entropic. Definitely worth a shout for Entropic. And you're going to see whether they go for a 2-2 split here or they do just go commit to a full compound here. As Mixie, though, does sit up on that top side. Up at the extra arm. I always forget. You can see him in the canopy. So you're going to be waiting for these teams to rotate round. And this will be a hotspot or hotbed of teams. It is a high ground. You kind of feel safe. It's not really safe in this area. Having a look at the compound now as they will just cruise by. I think they're just seeing if they get any tabs. Correct. So we'll just gonna have a look down towards that south side. As is he gonna pop himself up? He is. Did he see that player? Man, the guy's like a laser beam. He has seen him as well. Oh, if you got that shot. A bit of love. So, please do take a compound. How team. Let's go! Schofield gets airborne. He's off. But he's going to have the pressure early as Yepper taking some shots on the manned UAV, or UAV. Unmanned UAV. I think we've got quite an element on fire. Death from above. He's just looking to see the canopy of the trees is providing just enough cover. As he does descend himself over. I see some great plays in these. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some wonderful plays, but players play quite low to the trees. They don't really get caught. But you're able to scout and get a lot of information. I don't know how I've opted to go. Do you know what? This is not a safe bet, and I might go return back to my car. Maybe he's got told off. Maybe it's like, what are you doing get yourself back to your car, mate. Unfortunately, speaking to the Discord, it doesn't look like there is a trial link still, and I'd assume they're not going to play it. It's a scrim, don't forget. We know he's winning. Deep down, we've all got our favourites, and we will just close our eyes and believe they're winning. Let's see if I can tease someone into making me a trial. Shoot to kill, taking some shots at question mark, but question mark, question no shots, hitting the side of the walls and say, hey, take some shots back as they go for a full 4-man strong in the compound again, especially in the NA side of things. We've had endings here. We've actually teams playing off the outside edge where we see Na'Vi eventually having to push in, but these teams were the ones that held for a very long time. Sam, always a area of great importance. Scav now is leaving here. I believe he is leaving on his lonesome, as he is the final player. The rest of the two go down. There's no names held up Buxan. Demands trying to push their way in. Early calls from Keezy. Rolls by, taps down for a 1. He actually does get him as well. Final player though. I don't know if it is a hit and run at this point, as he is getting chased. Looks like Art doesn't want anything to do with him. Drop over. Get some good shots, but now needs to connect the shot here. Exalt. You have to get the reses, and Jordan's. Well, let's go hide out in the swamp. Not the best place to hide. I think this is one of the areas for me personally that needs a bit of work done to it. I think more rocks, trees, kind of like you know, Destin swamp at that north side. So is it fitting? Is it as fitting in Tego? Maybe not, but I do feel like it is. At least there's a cover. Dawn is refusing to let anything go. Just got a knock. He's just driving around at the moment, just knocking people. No, get the car through. Don't lose a tyre. Maybe he needs some more gear. I'm going to give up the car. You need to figure out exactly where the shots came from. So, I'll go for it as well. So, they're not looking at this one and going, hey, I don't want to fight Batulins. In compound. Try and wait. He creates you with the angle. Oh, don't quite know exactly where he is. We need to find the door. Will be a slight giveaway. He's just waiting on the sound, holding the off angle. Oh, how do you flick that quickly? Now they figured out where he is. Here comes a nade. He's going to exchange one back, but that there is a great nade. Bounces off the window frame and sends him down and out. 16th place for them. Let's go tune in with the rest of the action though. Footy Sports though, I'm taking on How. The Mad is the final player for them. Beamy's down, Vard's also out. Beamy's only down to a 1-shot. Antsy though, he's knocked out. Nade comes over. Has got a knock. T-Bone now the final player for them. And the Woo on the steal. Oh, the Mad final shot hit. The team's going down early. And the Sens find a clean rotation in on that east-hand side of zone. Is he? I think Quizzy wants to allow him to move. DA, they've gone now. I'll pick them, so 14th place for them. 13 teams now remain. Quizzy store running as quick as he can. Mad. Hopefully he won't throw a blue zone nade. He will. I think he's going to get the opportunity to get the res. I see Quizzy being close enough to know exactly where he is. He's going to have an idea because the team have been shooting him. So he does now find himself up at the top. And go back to the mat. Because he does pick him up. Initial shots though. Mate, back to back. He does those disgusting shots. How down 13th place for them. Another insane set of rotation kills. So, yeah, again, comes back down to this bottom side. Studio still remains. This is still a great compound to have. Great hold here as Navi go for a 2-2. I worry that teams are going to crash in and ascend. Great rotation. They've come in clean on that east. No name might follow suit. They've been working their way in, playing on the outside on the third party. Same as Exalt, really. And Question Mark, on the other hand, they've been holding their compound for quite some time. Those teams in on. SRM under pressure. So, interestingly though, one of the players in BLH haven't got a try, but he's been keeping track himself. Sneaky, sneaky, love it. I've just asked him if he can send me over the Excel, which means I can take that Excel and I can produce you a leaderboard. At least, he says. MSC will now try and hold the outside edge, and there is a little couple of buildings here. It will play a little bit further down. Phase will then try and hold that element of construction site. We do see teams populating there, and then we see a play over towards this side here. Tropic will be focusing very much on the north side of the studio, just fully captivated by Ascent. Not very far. Okay, so he can't send me it, but I can talk to you about it. So, we currently house in the first place, Navi, with 11 placement kills, 19 kills, so 13 points in total. But it's only 1 point behind FaZe, another team that is 1 point behind, and 29 for them. Exalt, again, a couple of points, 27 points for them. Twisted Minds are in 4th with 26, and the Howl hold up in 5th place with a 22. Super close, though, 19 with SRM, 19 with Entropic, after all, with 18, 17 on SDK, MNC, though, take 15 as 12. 12 are split between Ascend and Yepa. Rest of the teams will follow after 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Unfortunately, only have 6 holding up the bottom side of our leaderboard. It's a shame we got no leaderboard. If I can make it, I'd do it. I don't mind. Ascend, with an amazing rotation, do get their ability to call in their own drop. And that's a bit of a special edition of guess what's in the drop. But let us know. I feel like it's going to crush the car. I think it's going to hit. There it does. Let us know what you think is in the drop. When we see it, he's not taking it. So, could be a little bit of a guess-a-goo. MK. 7s. A lot of teams not taking the 7s. MNC getting full crash here from FaZe. And Scav does get one from Fex. Crixie led the way and does finish him up. Fex able to be carried into the compound. I'll be just trying to ensure, like, question mark. Don't stop on their compound. SDK going to be happy here. Yepa and Entropic all going for the construction yard now. As they crash in. They crash in at the same time. They are. Lucaruxo. We'll stay with him. He's the only one so far in. To get caught himself. And a little look-see round. Nades come in. Pixie is down. This is trying to go for the complete side angle one here. Ivis is run over by Nailip though. Lucarux is going to be down for him to take it. He gets one. Nade over the top. It clears the building. He does get that knock as well. Navi knock and confirm on the woo. He's causing some damage here. Yep, trying to get on the residence. Try and get confirmed, and he does. So popping the smokes might be allowed enough for the team now to work their way in. Luke Roxos is on the outside. They know exactly where he is, and the nade comes in, followed up by the shots. There we go. Entropic eventually going down and out the womb. It's on the outside. You know, it's on his Todd. Exalt really chasing kills. Na'Vi, I love this though. They've come out of their compound hold to the outside edge, expecting teams to rotate round. They know this is a bit of a highway. They have caught Woo already out. Skinners have to go back. He knows they're there. I wonder if Exalt will know. Measy does get no names. They are sending themselves up towards his high ground here. Shio taking by Ascent. SRM hold the corner compound. Christo comes in the south side, but completely clear. So much zone is unplayable. For 10 teams and 33 players left alive, it's not a great one. Taking way too much damage as they descend down. I think they've identified there's a car there, and so's Na'Vi, so they pop the tires on it. Oh, but the Woo side swiped Exalt, and he's causing the damage from outside. 6 kills from them. Needs to get himself a bit of love, a bit of care. I don't know if he's going to be able to get through on 10 bandos and 1 med. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. Don't worry. We'll show him some love. Shoot to kill. A little scout now as the northwest side. Yep, crashing the compounds. And the Tropic have a little bit of a little run in here. They will take SDK on, and FaZe and Fex. This guy's a powerhouse. He's normally such a great anchor player. Long distance. Somewhere you don't want to run into. See if I want to. Might push themselves up and over. Gustav might have seen him. He has seen the cars and the tyres. Oh, but so has our SRM team. Global Army gets a knock, but unable to get the first. So much we go for the hold. Just tab effect up as well. Hey, Saga, mate, you good? Welcome to the chat, bro. Through. There goes the zone. Nice place for him. Unfortunately, not making it to the point pot. I think it was 6 kills. Global Army losing a lid as well. So, Na'Vi, such a. That's how hold. I've never seen anyone hold it like that. Seen people crash the area, trying to take it, but Na'Vi actively pushed out to stop a play. Oh, I think I want to push into this one yet. And question mark, get a little bit of a blessing, because it could have been a Na'Vi SDK sandwich, but they are pushing and drawing their attention out up towards SRM. Side angle shots though do come in. That's a bit of a throwaway nade. Let's back away. Let's let the car go. It's going to go down. That's the final player, but it's too far away. Na'Vi are just having a laugh here. Na'Vi, there's a 2. And chase him down. And we'll take the high ground. Ascend. Waiting for them to ascend out of studio, but there's been no need just yet. Chasing teams backfield. I think they're playing the longer game now. They're playing that tactical play. SDK wrap out. It's going to be a hard push. Enters on some shots. They're following Jesper's rotation. Question mark, pick 1. Purdy-Gurdy's got to do some GTA driving skills now. Car is melted. He's gone, and now we get the ghost car send itself in towards zone. But SDK go down and out, and FaZe hold their compound well. But though they got out here quite well. Zone should collapse in. Ascend now. Opting to leave. If it goes back to shoot, I'd be so surprised. Oh my days. What do you do as Ascend here? Do you hold the outside edge? Because you could expect teams now going to crash in. I think they've left it. They left it too far. No, I suppose they haven't gone too far, have they? So it's a hard hold studio, right? Especially if it plays out from it. But I'd be like me looking at this as Ascend. I think it was going to play here. So they would have the outside edge on the outside. They can then just pick away. They know no one's on the south. They know no one's coming to studio. So it's just a hold. 6 teams is enough really for the zone. Na'Vi will play in that southwest corner. FaZe needs to get in. Question mark needs to get in. Example is just lurking. He's identified the complete side and back here. A question mark. See 3 nades, 1 molly in, 3 kills. Easy. Easy pickings for this player. Just because I think he's going to wait for the car to go. Oh my god, they've got a bus as well. They come this way. Big rip, they are coming this way as well. How far over do they go? They're going to take some shots and put them a little bit further. He's already found a little hole. Now I'm going to continue to thread through and use the dips and crevices. And I think that bounced the wrong way and they maybe taking a little bit more of an aggressive stance. They lose 1 and 2. Gustav, though, before he can even put the nade in the hand, goes down. And Na'Vi trying to farm as best they can, but it's not. Yeppa trying to get involved. Na'Vi do get 1. And question mark now down to their final player. I felt like the car was going one way and the rocks for Tego bounced them the other way, forcing them into a full commit. Na'Vi picks up a doozy. He turns, but down he goes. 6th place. Yeah, they're going to push themselves in. They then have come back out of the studio. Mika sees no name. Got no other reason why not to now try and hold here. They know a team's not crashed in on them, so there's no need to recall back. But just missed Rexy there. 5 teams, very quick games. That midsection. Extraction. Dodge, duck, dive. Fix. Power play. Gets 1. Oh, Ascend come alive. Fix unable to spin on them. We have lost 1. Nades now coming down. 2 kills for them so far. Yep, are the ones I want to watch now because they are pushing across the same ridge. Perfectly positioned cars, I love it. Take your time to park the cars. Don't get involved in the third play. Harvey will take some shots at you though. And FaZe find themselves in a bit of a bowl between these two, so. No names. No, the action for a little while. Hold in. Right, SDK here, they're quite right. No, they're not, but they're in. They're in. Show them some love. Right. They need some love from us, mate, because these zones are not playing ball. Send blessed with some drops. Big boy. And FaZe blessed with a 5th place. 10 kills, though, from Na'Vi. It's Na'Vi, the team that has watched Saga's videos and figured it out. Has conquered the Tego. They were game number 3 winners. Just see if they can take game 4. We are now top 4. RV do have a free pack. Ascend for me got the numbers though. Been a bit quieter. Only got a couple of kills to their name, but their rotation is worth a mention nonetheless. I know he's now pushing back towards them. Now I'm going to try and pop a smoke in. Hey, here comes util. No names. So do get the long distance. That's not going to be helping the Centiers. Yeppa. I don't think they know who they're fighting on this side. That might draw their attention. Big nade over the top. That might bounce quite nice. Doesn't quite get the splash damage needed. But if Yeppa continue to push round here, we'll find Ascend on the other side. He's taking his bus to school. Studio. Back up slightly on this one, but Na'Vi taking the shots. Yeppa now lose another. Down to a 2. Na'Vi still holding. 10 kills so far from them. No name on the push here. It's just going back to support Mika. Nade over the field and will hit nicely as it might bounce in between. Doesn't go a little bit further than needed. But no names are in rags. They only have 2 up at the moment. 3 kills though. There's been a lot of action on this side. It's Chris. Returns. Gets the knock. Nades in hand. Will he get the finish up? It goes good. Oh, it hits a tree. Mother Nature of PUBG said, no, it's Chris. Not happening today, mate. True. Remains strong. He's got camouflage. You know he's not going to get seen. Molly, over. It's Chris going to give it another go with the nade. As the nade does launch over towards the top. It might bounce in. Does bounce in. Oh, it gets caught on. It gets caught on nothing. Really. A little bit there. No way, mate. Yep, up. Final player for them. For that Navi. No names does go down. As Chris does pick up, as we do see it eventually end. Navi. I want to try and push in 13 kills. Ascend down. Nade rolling down. They are going to stick an aggressive res. They've got the numbers Ascend. They haven't got the zone. But neither's Navi. They've got the ridge line. Chucking the flashes over the top. We've got Meld. Having a little look here just to see where exactly he is. Can't quite pick exactly where the players are. Might go for the rotation round. They are exposed. They haven't got the angles. There goes one. There goes two. Vicar is down some numbers on HP, but getting the knock and confirm straight away. Getting the med on just in time before he goes down. But it's Chris. Puts it down for a 1v1. It's going to come down. Mel versus It's Chris. Not to be biased, because It's Chris is always in my fantasy league, and that is why it's only a 17-point game. But Ascend putting it on when it meant it needed to. It's Chris pushes his way all the way down to the bottom, then works his way up. But Navi can't steal the show away from an M13 kills, the damage and the assist, but they were unable to get that chicken dinner. Quite rotation from Ascend. Good rotation from them. Get first place. Navi though, 13 and 2. Yeppa, you pick up third place with a 4, and No Name's only 3 with a 4th as well. Worth mentioning, no phase though. We've got a nice 7. The Woo got a 6 also. And drop it with a 5. They got caught up with their crash, and so it did Exalt. So a lot. Nonetheless, obviously on those rotations in. That was a good section of Tego. I must admit, I do like that Tego. I do love that map more and more. I cast it more and more. I watch it and play. I do enjoy those rotations. But Ascend, let's not take anything away. Ascend, wicked rotation run. Completely unmarked, unmanned in that southeast corner. They made that push up to the hill, expected it to leave studio, and then when it didn't go from studio, they still held players back and came back. It was at that point then, no teams kind of wrapped in and tried to make an aggressive stance against him. I felt like that was like, hey, look, we're comfortable now. No one's pushing in behind us. We've farmed as much information as we can. Let's go try and farm these kills, and they obviously then saw the push over. Good move, though, from Chris, as he went back to help Mika, though, with the push with no names, and eventually clearing up where needed. Anyway, let's take a very, very quick break, as they must be already yelling at me that I'm not in the lobby. But we do have final 2 games. Game number 5 and game number 6, though, is going to be up on our wonderful Orangle. I'll see you guys in a second.
We'll create things only as my spills. Word the meaning, yo, I had to borrow that line. I swallow my pride, I'm humbly the false design. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design.
Creation doesn't exist without a creator. There is no design without a designer. And the God we served designed you. Designed.
God design you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for an incredible night. Oh, we're taking it up a notch. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Wes and Mike TZ coming all strong. Straight into the end zone. Hey, be sure you stick around because we're only getting warmed up.
I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Yeah, putting in work, won't say a word till they announce it. Hey, determined. determined to get it. I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? Thanks to the sun. Hey, you see the melanin? Yeah, we just begun. Yeah, in my elements. Came through clean looking like a president. Martinelli porn, we celebrating with elegance. Yes, it's for the women you see by my side. She gave me reason to fight. Yes, mama, we made it. I know that you proud. Dad always told me stay true to the route. It's for the veal, golden the teal. Kids walk around with the gold in their grill. Told you I'm focused, I never lost hope, and I'm giving them something they feel. I keep it true, ain't no counterfeit. How does it feel if you doubted it? Still who we started with. Put down the seed, now it's harvesting. We make the art, then we market it, all of it. I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way. Give me some space, just family around me. Hey, putting in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Hey, determined to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? I'm just working on my trophy speech. My trophy speech. I'm just working on my trophy speech. My trophy speech. This for the fam, this for the whole team. Yeah. I'm just working on my trophy speech.
I started making a list of some names that I gotta mention when I'm getting my trophy. Lot of folk wasn't with me in the gym. I was shooting around. I was trying to be Kobe. No time for the phony. Don't act like you know me. Got God on my side. I can stand on my lonely. Been on my ground so that wifey and I could just live a sweet life where this sack and floating. He wasn't there and I wrote your name down and I made a mistake. Gotta scribble it out. Snakes trying to slither in now. The ones that ain't put in been wanna reap benefits. Stay with some clout. That ain't what I'm about. I'm moving different and they moving fast. They gon' be tripping when my name is announced. And the winner is Mike Teasy. Congratulations. Cause I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Put it in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Determined to get it, I'm focused and driven, so what you know about it? Yeah, I'm just working.
Hey guys, and welcome back. I just want you to come back a little bit sooner because, as I said, I am getting sent the print screens, so I can have a quick look at the leaderboard. So after that one, though, we are seeing that Navi is in top spot, 49 points. So they go from 30 to 49. It's a good play, aggressive play. FaZe, though, still holding second. 39 points remains for them. Exalt are in third now as Extend after that game pushed themselves from, they were quite, let's say, low in the table. They were 11th. They're now in 4th. And then Twisted Minds, though, holding up in 5th place. So I'll try and keep the leaderboard as best I can. I'm going to have to obviously talk about it here. I'll keep the print screens coming in. So thank you very much, obviously, guys, for sending me them through. Good games. Last 2 games, though. We've got game number 5 coming up. It's going to be a Wrangle at wonderful green shore. So let's just check the players, pat them down. Make sure to not carry anything cheeky on board because it is PLH Scrims. You never know what they're going to do. Anyway, let's go. Game number 5. Here we go. It's game 5. It's PLH. My name is Mark, and welcome to Elite Esports EU. And thank you for the subscribes on YouTube. It's actually been popping off. If you haven't already, type exclamation mark in YouTube in chat. Get all the content that'll be going there. Keezy, the guy I've already mentioned in chat, the one who makes sort of VODs, who takes all of these productions and cuts them down to the micro madness that we get to see. And again, I will apologise in case PUBG does crash. We've recently been having difficulties with PUBG crashing from a memory point of view, but we will wait and see. Touch wood, it has been okay so far. Game 5 of 6, though, and day 1 of day 2 of our coverage of PLH. So I'm going to be back tomorrow covering the PLH scrims. Again, it's stacked. Not gonna lie, it's stacked again tomorrow, so you get to see some crazy action. We'll do best of 6 again, where we will have 2, 2, and 2. 2 Marimar, 2 Tego, and our 2 Wrangle. Rain path, though, is a west down towards the southeast. Very shallow for that southwest section, but it does mean our teams will have to take a little bit of a further jump. More will go down towards that military island, but we don't expect any hot drops to Kickoff adjustment. 17 teams with 68 players. Kind of want to get yourself with some boots on the ground. And that's not where you want boots on the ground, because we are getting a military for game at number 5. Ascend DA SDK. They're going to be happy with this one. Anyone else saying bridge cap? I think we have a scrim, but it is in zone, so I think we're going to see a clean rotation over. But a lot of teams got to move in. Difference recent, obviously, with the recent is that we do have the emergency pickup. They're able to get themselves in, create more opportunities to get into the island. We was asking for it, but obviously they then extended the bridge. We had the walkways. We saw some great bridge camps even with that from side, and definitely the APAC region for me was one of the ones that were able to do some really good. They parked the cars up on the bridge. Her name's Lose One. Just in mind, the car, and they go. MNC, God, they're still rotating up north, mate. I think they're hoping it goes round. It's a round world, not a flat one. As they've unfortunately got a bit of a rotation to go. After all, Zaki, the same as Footy Sports on South George. Not a bad rotation, because question mark, must we take a boat and go over? Now we're going to see a hold here. The early rotation, not always the word sometimes, as these teams are dialed in on the timings of these teams. This is what these scrims are about. So, Pepper will be looking those, they're there. He's making a lot of noise. Exalt will take the opportunity to get the cars. You see him hold up that bridge area sometime. Exalt, they're a team. I don't think enough people give them credit. Always getting themselves in good spots, always putting themselves in those top positions on main stage and perform when they need to perform. Now after performance, they are getting themselves over here, and the DA is moving back. Is he making enough shots? He's making enough of a noise, but don't mind. Go for the crash. Did they isolate that they notice a single player? You drive by now. They found him, and it's a full chase, like cat and mouse, Tom and Jerry moment. As Exalt run underneath the bridge, they found the individual player. They want to ensure he doesn't quite get away. He tries to use as much as he can and position himself, but we are seeing more. Whoa, car up and over. Doesn't know about the secondary car as he goes down, and Tom and Jerry. Jerry has far too many mates, and Exalt down to a final player. Whoa, what happened there? Baity bait. Doesn't make some noise, doesn't get the knock. Here comes the mouse. SRM on the top side of the bridge. Maybe there'll be a blessing. Maybe there'll be enough of them just to take on the fight here. Maybe Exalt push out to the wrong side. SK in hand. Oh, ducks in. Ace ready to go. Flash over the top. Wants to take the fight. Able to move around. Flash is good. And there we go. But whoa, Exalt goes 17th. But look at that. STK straight after take phase. DK, they sit in a little spot now. DA give up. SRM. I still can't believe that cat and mouse. Still can't believe the cat and mouse. Only in PL8. Come on, who else is pumped for PGS2? Come on, you've got to love it. Oh, waiting on the other side. Global Army is the one in the situ. Oh, so there. Yeah, gets Penta. I'm eager to see the not crashing over there. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm only a solo caster, production, and guy on the camera. Ivis, though, scouting ahead. What if they got a heat signature? Make a man behind enemy lines. Hey, look. Running away from him. No. No, he's got away with it. Talk about millimeters away. He's chasing him down, but doesn't have know where he's going. You know he's going to stick his head out on the other side, and it would have ducked in to cover. Or he's going to continue to move out and get caught himself. Who shoots first? Both our scouts literally next to each other. Oh, he's heard him. No way! Has he got away with that? Looks like they're going to push those. We've got two, and we'll see. They've lost one. They're still going for the baity bait. There goes, got some shots on one. Luke Rutto tucks himself back in. Send our game at number 4. Winners. Nade. Oh, Iris, though, finishes it up. You can just throw that nade away. He knows they've gone. That'll be the end of the send here. It's Chris, final guy. He's above, but he also has the man who loves the rocks. He's right above him now. It's Chris laying low. Torlins, though, right beneath him. Lou receiving initial shots. Nothing connected. M16 in the back pockets. Wants to try and figure it out, though. He closes the door on him. It's Chris, though. 1 HP. He's getting controlled in. And I can't keep the angle with as many as I wanted to. But ascend 15th place after taking our last game. Not great. 3 Sports style work their way in. Let's have a quick look at the bigger picture. After what haven't left yet, no name's the same. We have the Woo and MNC. Mark Esports are pushing their way down. FaZe have already gone. DA took the play across from Exalt, so they've gone. Now we are seeing 3 Sports take some shots though on the other side. Hey, you want for the love? Yeah, it is on his screen. I only a few bits and pieces. That's only little old me. I do try to provide some sort of content. I'm not saying that content's good. It's content. Take it as you would. Let us know though who you are supporting in chat. Whether it is teams in here or if you're in another region. I'd be interested to know who the calls are. There's been a few for Navi. Lucky enough though, and though able to fall out just in time for a rock, so he will be resable. Navi just farming at the moment, right? Public transport being taken by Yepper. And we are now seeing Monarchy Sports. They're going to rotate their way down. I think they're going to come in nice and late here, but the cars and destruction might just be enough just to slow them down a little bit. But coming in late in towards zone, you've got to think like, hey, you'd expect someone to be on the bridge, right? You'd expect someone to be on the other side. So you're very late towards zone. So T-Pun already hammering some shots out. Zone goes back heavy. Now it does hold a little bit on that north side. That almost go. They can disengage. No names can look at this and disengage. After all, we'll be surprised for them now to come back any other way but this way. How you get DA, so they lose 1. They are really split. Are we seeing an aggressive push here from DA again? We've already seen a Tom and Jerry moment for him. They are working their way through military now. SDK might be the ones that will take some shots at DA. They are leaving out on this little hospital building, the GP, as I like to call it, but maybe we'll call it a police station. I've never, for me, it's never looked like a police station. Think code Marco, just trying to edge, trying to get as much information as possible before he needs to take any more shots. And you see, Twisted Minds, they have lost one. We'll drive by. Oh, that's an outside edge. So no names taking on MNC, and actually he's T-Bones. He's still alive. He's jumped off. But Foot have come back for him. I like that little addition to the parachute. I would like to add, though, on the parachute, I would like it to be found in world, right? I'd like that if you want the extra parachute, you find it in worlds. On the ground, take it as even as that utility slot. Right, so it doesn't really affect what the guys and girls are carrying, but wait and see. Let's have a quick look at zone. I'll tell you what I am going to do is I am going to update my box. I now know they tell me there is no twire, so I'm not. I'm going to try up today. Sorry. Practice Twitter, yes. Yeah, the zone shifting no further back. None of us had the ability to come over. After obviously taking the opportunity to go over, as we did see the Woo playing out. Tropic do go close that east bridge. But you're still seeing a lot of action on the outside. That is phase 2. It's phase 2. Okay, so these teams can take the blue damage. They can rotate their way in, but the longer they leave it, the worse it's going to get. Not just for the blue damage, but teams will find themselves already in zone. Vard does get the knock. No names rotating their way around on the outside and foot. But they're now going to try and work back over towards the other side. That is a acceptable res, like phase 2, block the car. 30 Sports will now push in. They can hold up here, and anyone trying to fly over might get caught. Maybe up on this mountain as well, but BB doesn't let the team go. MNC, we're going to make a decision. Either we're going to go for the other bridge, but with no names taking Scav. Look at what they do. Looks like they are going to play back now for the East Bridge. To give up the area. To give a player up in the process. I don't know, might feel like they're going to get a free rotation, but we're going to get a free fight. Entropic versus the Woo. Wikibuki goes down and out, though, as Ivis picks him up. He's from the coast. Looks he's taking a bit of damage himself now, though, trying to drive forward. Lucrox, though, a little bit further back. Nipper able to find that emergency pickup drop. So they are coming down now in towards the military island. And the Woo, looks like they're going to give up this area, leave it to Entropic and play back. Maybe back towards that compound. Whoa! Is that util zone coming? Who is shooting util? Those teams, give or take. I'm so surprised we've got 14 teams like on this zone. Those further back is resible. It's a matter of time before we see Arthur come in. Is that them playing not nice with mortars? Esports store holding here. Our names also. These guys, they're just like they're frozen. We're going for the boat. We are going for the boat. And we'll play into this gap here. SRM got a nice hole. You do see it play back over here as well. And they're surprisingly able to parachute themselves now in that towards middle area. Question mark. I'll crash in. The SRM would have seen the boat, so MK in hand. Danger from SRM. Well, they've got the little hands of a angle to hide within. Vascu picking up Entropic here. Making a lot of noise for a two-man team. They're in zone. They've got a very hard shift in. This is a horrible area to push. It's game 5. We do have 6 though, and yes, it is scrims. Oh, Global Army from behind. Should be alright in this dip. Can't see. Navi can't quite see him. Global Army. Don't think you can see him. Sorry, I'm using a lot of the map today. But I know the last one I didn't use a lot of it, so I got told off for that. I'm sorry. Straight up donut. That's going straight in the middle here. We got 4 people. We've got 14 teams. Most of them are on the outside. They're all going to condense into the outside edge. It is not going to be nice. No Names, though, is still on the outside of the zone. They need to work their way in. Na'Vi looking for the shift beam. He already on the roll as well, as they almost replay to this hill and hold anyone that wants to come out of military. Na'Vi will do the same. Now, these will play peekaboo against each other and a bit of damage. Na'Vi have the job of taking on, ensuring no one else wraps in this side. No Names, so to them, unknown. They are pushing straight in on military. And blocking the door, point of entry, but they do have a dangerous duo here. Taking some shots, and that car has been enough, though, to stop that one. Duty gets up Vard. I'm eager just to sit and wait. You know I'm going to wait, and it's never going to come, is it? It doesn't. It's coming back on the outside. He goes down, and Doozy picks him up. No Names, though. Completely followed in. SRM did eventually score a danger, though. And one of these sports go down, and now M&C, there's 2 that were on the outside. No Name. This is a death spot for them. T-Bone is just going to hold him. Antsi's going to cause some problems, though. But with Na'Vi coming in, this might draw the attention. Big Nate coming over, though, from him. He has to clear him quickly. Nate bounces back slightly. Second one, even better, as it bounces round the car. Splash damage, splash damage, splash damage. Shro picks up T-Bone as he recalls himself back. And how has he been caught? It's not by him. It's actually by Question Mark. They are rolling up their hillside as well. Question Mark want to get involved straight in the fight. A doozy. Nade is cooked. No Name is already gone, so that would be a waste. And on the adjacent side as well, Na'Vi doing the same. But esports also rolled. Great opportunity. And Question Mark were the ones that optimized the take there. Question Mark needs to get themselves in. SDK still hold out D8. Get the nice little outside edges. How? Recall back slightly. Twisted Minds. Jordan's had to get off his rock. He is down, and the How is launching the U2 over his way. Shots, though, do come back. Just tag him out. That fight is going to kick off as well. Question Mark on the chase. We'll change gear. And didn't know about SRM. Usually gets caught in the side. He goes down. SRM. I think they'll be eager to maybe push him for this third party action. Oh, wow. Na'Vi, they've been eliminated. They got caught. Uzi wrapped his way around. So, strong game for them. Currently our leaderboard leaders. And sorry, yeah, there is no Twilight link today. But the guys who are playing are keeping track. They have their own little bot thing which they're using, so they are sharing the information with me. So I'll talk about it as much as I can, as best as I can. Smoke's going out there, so I'm going to try and get the rest. Global Army is down, but they've got the zone. Yep, I've got the free drop. The only team really to send themselves from parachute in towards the middle of Military Island. They now get the knock here. And Question Mark. They are pushing their way forward. How getting controlled by DA and by our Twisted Minds team. Oh, he's not picked up. Oh no. Question Mark are on fire, able to go for the res and tuck in the player. One of them is going to launch a nade over. It's going to be a bit of a throw nade, I reckon. Let's actually let go of it so it doesn't waste it. He now finds himself in the outside edge of zone. So just be waiting for the teams now to come in. D8. Look at that. Twisted Minds have beaten him to that ridge, but with the bike, he's able to get through. M249 completely made acceptable now, thanks to its Chris from Ascent. BGGs. You've got that, mate. You are a laser. SDK. Adam needs to become a laser himself. He's getting shot at the side. He's going to drop the nade down. He does drop the nade in time, and it goes on top of the drop, but he gets caught. 9th place. 8 teams now remain as we hit ourselves in the point pot. And question mark, I feel like they smell blood in the water. And they are already moving their way around, eager to take more kills, eager to take more victims to their game number 5. Don't quite see the player from Yepa. He goes out. Oh, drop shot coming down. It does come from a doozy. And Twisted Minds, they're playing in from behind. D8, final player from them. Minds eager to chase. As the Woo also chasing them. You can see him creeping just on the outside edge of that southeast corner of zone. Blue and Spyro eager to move in. Bigger take now if they want to come up off this ridge line. It might be better for them just to hold because the question mark push is coming. You see lines up. That's the lay down. It's too long though. There's another one. DA go down, but they also put the pressure on Twisted Minds. Lou, final player now in the util. Question mark. Is there anyone got a formulation to stop them at the moment? Lou wants to back away. He knows there's danger coming from that way. Waiting for the smoke just to bloom so he can play. Have a little peekaboo over the ridge. Doesn't quite see Quizzy. Maybe he does see Quizzy and he ducks himself back in, but another victim, question mark. Pick up another 2. 14 kill games. Yes, people. 14 kills. Jeez. Nearly as many people in the lobby. Question mark on fire. I think question mark got a huge point. This is my opinion. Take this bit of a salt. I think they've got a massive point to prove now when it comes down to the global scene. They have the skill set. They've got some great depth. The players know what it's going to do, but they've just not really performed. And they haven't made some of the competitions, right? Especially in the EU side. So I think they are ready. They're waiting. I feel like this big stage, the stage that we might see teams like big powerhouses really change things up here. Nade straight underneath there too. Quizzy lays the law down. Can he do it again? Nixie's away. Straight down, straight out those. Lukruk says no. Nixie though, woof. Crazy worldy of a nade from him. And Lukruk has favourites. After all, still remain. That will be the end of them. So they do put some more points on the board, and we do see Entropic unfortunately go down further out. SRM, 5 kills, 4 players, question mark, 14 kills, 4 players. Let us know now in chat who is going to take the win. SRM have the angles. They got the zone, sorry. Question mark generating the angles. They get the first knock. 3v4. The nade cooks it. It will bounce nicely as an overcooked it. So it will go down. He does get the knock though. 2 remain here from SRM. Are they getting it picked? Where was this question mark earlier? Because they are destroying. Can our SRM team store hold? I've picked up one on the other side. Smoke, smoke, smokes, and back away. Try and take the single fight. Oh, he's not seen him. He's not seen him. Dodge, duck, and dive. Beryl versus Org. Nades coming back. It is a 2v1 on one side and 1v1 on the other. Just flash. Oh, down to the final one. Take the one-on-one fight. 3v1. Question mark. There's no stopping him at the moment. Sheila puts down 1. The 2-on-1. They could get that res. Got to put some meds on. Best will continue to hold. The smoke will bloom. Flash comes over. Question mark. As I said, we'll be exchanging that red. Doozy will be back up now. Recall back a little bit here. Shots though come in. He does have a nade in hand. That smoke to his left is about to go. As question mark will get the res. Does cause some damage. He hasn't got anywhere else to go. Is he going to tap himself out to blue? I think he's going to take the opportunity now just to put himself between the players, not in the middle of them. Gina. Old. Level 3 vest. Pretty much tanked. No more meds. It's worth noting. So fighting off the blue and off the back burner. But has the MK. Best Store doing what he can to stop the player. He's going to try and etch his way in towards zone. He would have heard the movement. Initial shots there come over, and the Doozy not subject to definitely danger. Has he forgotten about the player on his left? He has, because question mark. Jeez. 18-point game. Oh my god. 28 points. Sorry, 18 of them were kills, and there's no surprise that question mark was here. Off the bat, though, a lot of action for game number 5. SRM pick up a nice second. 6 kills, though. After all, they came and got their solo kill at the end, destroying Entropics last section, though. As the Woo pick a 4. 8 kills for DA. Worth a big shout out for them. They were another team hoovering quite a bit off the board. So game number 5 done and dusted. Does mean we're going to take a very quick break, though, and we will come back for our final game. It is game number 6, though, but while you take the break, though, it is worth going to give us a follow on YouTube. Exclamation mark YouTube. That way all the content will be going straight after this. Well, when the Keezy, get going, mate. Start making these shorts, mate, because there's some crazy action that has been happening. Anyway, let's take a very quick bit of break, and I'll see you guys in a second.
Here is for the culture. You watching innovation at its finest. We been fly, swag, live our own pilot. Hold up, I don't think they follow. My dad is an artist, I feel like Pablo. And if that's the case, I'm a walking Picasso. Throw me on the track and I'ma ride like a fossil. Who told you?
Who told you?
I mean, who told you can't do it?
Who told you?
Who told you you're not fly enough?
Who told you? You are God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design.
I know girls who quit to throw on the makeup. A couple of them overcoming the breakup. Never settle in life for the fake love, cause you gon' pay a pretty price from the pay stub. I know a couple dudes looking for approval, doing anything mundane and usual. Look, homie, your self-worth is crucial. You sowing seeds, you might as well make them fruitful. I'ma keep it truthful, tell you what I mean. True religion is literal, God in your genes. I always felt different and odd as I seen. I realized I'm gifted and God is the king. Created many things, put the stars in their place. Then he turned around and he put me in a race. All glory to God, now I swim in the grace. I see his fingerprints in the winds and the waves. I don't know how he think of designs like Tinker, Hatfield, at will. Create things, only his mouth spills. Word a minute, yo, I had to borrow that line. I swallow my pride, I'm humbly the false design. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? Who told you? You are God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design. God design, God design.
Creation doesn't exist without a creator. There is no design without a designer. And the God we served designed you. Designed
God design you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for an incredible night. Oh, we're taking it up a notch. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Wes and Mike TZ coming all strong. Straight into the end zone. Hey, be sure you stick around because we're only getting warmed up.
I kept the faith, keeping the faith, I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Yeah, putting in work, won't say a word till they announce it. Hey, determined to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? Thanks to the sun. Hey, you see the melanin? Yeah, we just begun. Yeah, in my element. Came through clean looking like a president. Martinelli porn, we celebrating with elegance. Yes, this for the women you see by my side. She gave me reason to fight. Yes, mama, we made it. I know that you proud. Dad always told me stay true to the route. This for the veal, golden the teal. Kids walk around with the gold in their grill. Told you I'm focused, I never lost hope, and I'm giving them something they feel. I keep it trill, ain't no counterfeit. How does it feel if you got it? It's still who we started with. Put down the seed, now it's harvesting. We make the art, then we market it, all of it. I kept the faith, keeping the faith. I know you got it. Yeah, out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Hey, putting in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Hey, determined to get it, I'm focused and driven. What you know about it? I'm just working on my trophy speech. I'm just working on my trophy speech. This for the fam, this for the home team. Yeah. I'm just working on my trophy speech.
I started making a list of some names that I gotta mention when I'm getting my trophy. Lot of folk wasn't with me in the gym. I was shooting around. I was trying to be Kobe. No time for the phony. Don't act like you know me. Got God on my side. I can stand on my lonely. Been on my ground so that wifey and I could just live a sweet life where this exactly floating. She wasn't there and I wrote your name down and I made a mistake. Gotta scribble it out. Snakes trying to slither in now. The ones that ain't put in been wanna reap benefits. They want some clout. That ain't what I'm about. I'm moving different and they moving foul. They gon' be tripping when my name is announced. Mike Teasy, congratulations. Cause I kept the faith, keeping the faith. They know you got it. Out of my way, give me some space, just family around me. Put it in work, won't say a word until they announce it. Determined to get it, I'm focused and driven, so what you know about it? Yeah, I'm just working on my trophy speech.
My trophy speech.
I'm just working on my trophy speech.
My trophy speech.
See, this for the fam, this for the home team. I'm just working on my trophy speech.
I want to know if you want to take it slow. Oh, hop up on my jet and roll to Tokyo.
Voila. Just waiting. I was actually just double checking the numbers. Okay, so no trialing. Apologies, but I'm getting sent photos. So now we only got one more point. So they got to 50, right? And I was looking at it going, surely that's not right. Because Navi were rolling around like a lot in the middle section, but they've done well. Question mark though, they're the ones. Question mark from 15th place to second. Like, whoa, big game for them. The leaderboard is super tight, so it has the capabilities of going up and down. It's kind of like a day one of a 3-day event, right? But wow, question mark were just so unstoppable during that game. They were just eager. Something they decided, maybe it was a drink, maybe it was a cup of tea, I don't know. But they were just rolling, steamrolling. So question mark are in second, though. They got 41 points. FaZe are in third with 40. Entropic are in fourth with 37. And SRM now are in fifth with our 33. It's our final game. It's game number 6. We're going to load the plane. I'm going to recheck these points. But I'll see you guys in round number 6 shortly. So everyone was calling it in chat for question mark, and wow, they were just on fire. Good game, really good game. Flight path though not great. Again, it does really favour the south side. Will we learn our lessons that it teased us with a military and we got a military? Will it tease us with a military again and get a secondary? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. PUBG being PUBG means we're going to have more people jump for military and it will go the other way, knowing us. But we'll have to wait and see. Game number 6 though means it is our final game for this evening. As we do start at Milta, very much on that sort of east, pushing its way down from maybe a southeast, but very much on that east-hand side, over towards a west to southwest. It does stay very much on that top side. Okay, the 3 teams now go back over. Ascend, SDK, and DA go over towards the military island. Pretty much all of our normal drop spots should be the same. Again, thank you for the DMs, thank you for the messages. It's only little old me, so I appreciate all the love. I'm just covering the scrim. There are other people that do cover the scrims, and they are amazing casters as well. I've got today, and I believe I have tomorrow as well. Need to get myself another fan because it's bloody hot in here. That's what I'm going to say. Hey, no military zone. But we do, yeah, again, get a late plane path zone. So end of the plane path, though, gives us that zone. It does crest itself over towards that top side. A couple of options, though. We might get that snowmobile down in that bottom segment. We've seen a few of them recently, but we always have to not forget about the Everest Hill. It does seem to draw the attention of the zones. We have the better capability of going up high. A couple of teams are in. 30 Sports will go all the way up towards that Georgia pool area, whereas MNC, they're late out for them, but they have to work their way around. Question mark, though, get their normal drop zone, which is out on that far side. And they normally from this come and play off this sort of section here, but with the zone playing a little bit further over, we have seen them lurk in towards the trenches a few times. SRM, they'll take Chinky. Now, the question is, will they hold there, or will they push out a little bit further? Navi will play a little bit over. Exalt, they normally do take Ferry Pier splits. We normally see a 2 up in the sort of 12s, but we obviously the other 2 in Ferry Pier. Looks like they've gone further in this time, and you got to think maybe as a 4, just hold the compound. It has the capability of descending down. We do see sometimes, though, it become a 2-2 split and people crash in. But it's that swing, it's that roll of the dice. Do they hold 2-2, maybe up north and maybe in this compound that they've got somewhere to go? Or do they maybe just give up the real estate up north and maybe pray or roll for a, it's going to come back down south? Most teams, I feel like, will go maybe more centre. Oh, we are already getting a crash here right in the middle. RM thinking on the edge. Position himself. Now, this barn has ability down to the roads, has ability to the east and west, but doesn't see north. Global Army will take the advantage now to use that as he whips himself round towards the other side. Don't know if they know this team is here, but I feel like he's having a little look at this one. We'll know now as the shots do come in. Does actually crash himself in. The rest of SRM will get slightly aggressive. Yeah, but though a bit further over. They say 2 versus 4, but they have got a knock here. Nades goes back. This is that time, and SRM won't be aware. The remaining 2 from Yepa will be coming in. Will be rolling in from behind, so Yepa will be going for a slight backfill here. They are zeking themselves through. That compound become quite a small space. But he's now coming out on the other side. I feel like he might have seen players from behind. Rain through. Get caught slightly and getting high pressure. So Brandon go down here. Good shots though. Just so impressive at the moment. Jeez, man. SRM. It's now 3 versus 4. I do like this push from these 2. We're further away and they didn't take much time to get here. As long as they remain here, they keep one of the players out the fight here from SRM. But then it puts it down for a 2v2. You've got to stack your odds though if you like the 2v2, especially when you've got a team like Navi. You're already itching to get in towards the fight here. I'm going to push back, so we'll go back to this fight here. Do lose the 1, so SRM in the aggressive. Love game 6, stack lobby. Not even phase number 1, and it's already kicking off. We're the ones that are picking apart SRM though. To swap out, and now we're getting How involved. We've really got the 5, so clearly run out of 7s. have a look at the bigger picture very quickly. Footy Sport moves their way down. No names take the top side. M&C play across, so they still could take a big chunk off that west-hand side of the zone. Question mark didn't hold here. They went straight through the ferry pier, and they haven't extended over this time, so they have remained very much in that southwest corner. DA now come across. SDK looking to go over both on that west-hand bridge. Ascend do play the east bridge. FaZe a little bit ahead of them as they work their way down the compounds, and Entropic looking like they want to feel the top of South Pochinki Hill. Crystal Mines now play out, and Arthur will take Potato Hill, and then we have the Woo at the very, very top. Nades over. RM. Oh, wow. Huge damage on one. Comes a morning back from SRM, but going down, they've lost another one. I think you've seen the player move over, so he's missed the feel here, Global Army. Now seen it. Oh, wow. Great shots. With a lid bouncing off. Global Army down and out. 17th place, SRM. No names under an element of fire. Let's go tune in with the Entropic there and how on that South Pochinki Hill. One has gone down. That is now pushing away. Schofield a feather back. Add those right underneath him. Be cautious now as Mad is the one causing the damage. I didn't think he was going to get that aggressive, and he did. Schofield taking shots, but so's Lou. And Ascend's actually picking up. Ascend from behind. It's madness. Faber take the dip. DA trying to play into the dip. Exalt leaving their compound. They did condense themselves down. They are getting tabbed up. Hoot goes down towards Measy. Christoph is down. No, Lauren is trying to push in, and the shots are coming heavily from behind. This is the one. Exposed. Long distance. Yay. He controls the spray. Puts him down for a one. Now pushes in towards the smoke. Here comes the more aggressive push. He knows he's got him down. One. Swaps over and FaZe. Whoa. Goes down. 15th place for them. Look at the res is on, but Exalt right on top of him. Oh, wow. TA gone as well. Back to the fight on top here. Sending their way up towards South Pochinki Hill, and seeing the hand, they've lost 1, 2. So he's right on top. So last player for them, and there's not one. There's 2. Whoa! Gets turned on quick. But I wonder if Twisted Minds will know that. Look at them, they are going for it as well. They're going to go for the car and make the push. Where is the car? Let me take the opportunity to get going. The opportunity to get going. The car's quite far back. So no, we should give up where it's going to go. That's, whoa, heavy northeast. Jordan's. I think he might have done enough now. After all, take the opportunity to roll back. No name's doing the same. They've gone for a huge 2-2. I told you, Everest holds the zone. Na'Vi really only get 1 point last game. I felt like they didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like we saw a lot of question mark though. And this is now question mark. He's down. SDK. Adam picks him up though. Purdy wraps in the top side as question mark. Need to get the res on where possible. They have an SDK split. They have got a confirm. Purdy's going to be the one that's going to cause some damage. He's going to wait for him to go? Let's flip the car. No, he hasn't. He's kept it on. Purdy's thinking about it. Is he going to be Penta though? Penta gets 1. Nearly getting a second. Having to fight himself at the moment. Nade over the top. There we go. Nade straight in the middle. Oh, he's so unlucky he doesn't get the damage. Here come more nades. Adam Penta. They've lined up question mark. Our 14 kill game number 5 winners. 15th all the way up that leaderboard. Can they deal with shoot to kill? Adam, here's the shots on the right. Oh, Penta's gone down. 2-man stack. He picks up one. Purdy's right behind him. Has he seen him stand up? He has seen him stand up. Good shots though. Gonna make the play over. Adam crosses it over the top and gets him finished down. 12th place and question mark after such a good fifth game. Or first, a wrangle game. Woof. They go down in 6. That actually makes my brain think. Did I even update the number in the top left corner? I have. Thank God for that. Mate, you gotta love a scrim. You gotta love a scrim. This is where you try. No way. No way. Oh, that's disgusting shots. Oh, just breezing across the field, mate, like it's nothing. I can't hit shots like that if the guy's standing in front of me. Exalt. Most, as I said, underestimate teams. I feel I won't be for long. It's Chris. Send the team, which everyone now knows. Time just get a mid on. Nade though is coming this way. I think he saw the bunny hop as I can be cautious. The team though is behind him. He has to go down. Mika is behind him on the next ridge, so the nade doesn't cause him too much damage. But we are seeing Twisted Minds cause a long distance. So super tight. I'm bouncing backwards and forwards on this South Pachinki hill, and nades are bouncing towards him, but it hasn't caused a knock where needed. Blue gets Mika. And the one whole side here of Ascend has gone down. Exalt making the push. Expecting that's where it's going to be. Final play for him as a nade goes up and over, and it bounces off the car, and there we go. One, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Shoot the car if we can. Harvey. Going for a solo. They are going for a little solo UAV bit just to figure out if anyone's in the end of the bolt. I feel like that is the play. Have a little look now as the compounds are taken. Wiggle his way down. So does get some good shots at him. And see trying to do the same, but little UAV in the air that will allow Na'Vi to know that they can move out of the compound down the chopstick and into center zone. Not quite. Yet again, Everest remains in remains. Such a hold, and Askew also a danger house sitting there. Organ hand, vert grip in. Could be one that will cause some damage, but we're going to tune in. No names. Have Yeppa knocking on their door. Yeppa are down. Good player. No names had a little bit of a split. They've condensed their split. They cross over. All smoke on the bottom here. Shots will rain. Smoke there will be enough so they can move their way around. Tune with the players now. There's no name. Pops the flash on the outside. Flash doesn't come out. That'll be enough to stop him those. He goes for a secondary flash though. Initial shots though come through, and Yeppa do get the knock. Divix is down. He's going to cook the nade out. That could be a really good nade if it's timed correctly. Just a little bit over now. They are having multiple fights. There is in the top. Put another molly. Stopping the push. Throw. Eager. Itching to go round. Gets a little cheeky here. Heady. He's just trying to get the flash through and out the other side. But he gets caught as the teams. Yeah, but start making the cooldown. It stops becoming a 2v1 fights on either side. And they're able to try and hold out. I've actually met the jump as he covers his own nades. With smoke, shall I say? Zone shift again, going back towards the Everest side, so I'm now pushing back. I think he's hoping for him to come rolling out of here, but can't see it being the case. I'm going to try and hold the angle, but refusing to move. We're going to have a lot of angles going through. Exalt being one of them. Exalt, they've lost 2. They've been hyper aggressive moving in. final player is in the sky, I believe. On the final two. Is he nice? Well, his way down. He is. So crashing in, sends the car as a catapult. 6 kills. Oh, it hits everything but bars. Not a lyrical MC, but no, through the building, the bathroom under has gone. So there you go to get 7 kills. He does get 1, so they are still steaming forward, and we are now seeing multiple teams coming in. Twisted Minds, the next one descending in towards this compound. I'll make a switch there. No, they know the compound's on the top though, so we do see Perfect go down. On the top, nade over the top, trying to get caught between the two, and Twisted Minds down after there. Nice little aggressive push. It is game 6, so don't be alarmed. It is like this all the time. Yeah, but store holding. No names. Lost 1. Exalt. Lost 2. Actually, lost 2 on the other compound. Lost 1 here. They remain on their final player. Bit of a zone to shift. It is phase 4. The question is, does he know that no names are there? I don't think he does. He pushed himself in towards compound, trying to get a bit of height, a little bit of elevation over. That vest is not much better, but it is a pinch. He's now losing. You're about to hear the footsteps, which mean they will. This is the angle he wants to shoot back up, and they are also going to return the favour. Bit of a peekaboo. Does get his first one. Does have a nade. Could launch a nade, but has to get the med on where he can. Will receive damage also, so both unable to get the res. No names would be eager to push. Actually, saying that they're not pushing. Gonna get the angle down through. That'd be a good nade. Kind of guessing the rooms that they're in. I can hear them moving. Exalt are the ones eager to get going. The Woo now get involved in the fight as they lurk on the outside. It is phase number 4, so it's going to hurt a little bit for both these teams, and push forward. I think he's going for. Is he going for a full send? He's going for a full send. Got time to play, hasn't? But they are. There goes 1. Exalt do take 9th. And I think Meta will have enough time to get med on himself, but the zone will start chunking as our no names leave their compound and make the push further in, and there is no surprise that we've already got a team holding. Be such a hard push here. I think he might have got meds. Got 1 more after this. No way. No name's gone down before him. I don't think he's done enough. That can be close. Should get on. This is the final one. Give some more meds. It's 4. Harvey will refuse to leave this area. But gonna put some headshots on, but he's received the heady himself. You see him? He has. Yeah, but down and out. 7th place for them. We are firmly in the point pot of the Woo. The ones who've been holding the Everest now. Narvi needs to play back foot, hold high and low as MNC. They're going to get rolling here as they push themselves over on the west-hand side, around the outside edge towards STK. The closer they can get towards that side, the better it's going to be for them, because they're able then to hold the, I suppose, the ridge line for esports will be a big problem for this team. Smoke's now deployed. A random smoke. They are going to go for the rock. 3 do hold the rock. Wouldn't be surprised. STK, they've got a wonderful ridge if they wanted to. They could come over on this one. Scav won't be a sucker to that. I'm sure he'll be waiting for a play over here. And he is now just holding the outsides. Smoke, I think, is maybe just a bit of a deployment. We'll see. But you know what? They got in. That's the main thing. Let's see if Navi can do the same. Harvey, I don't think they've got the same angle on the other side. They're all got to go for the crash. There's a drop in the middle of the zone. I don't know if it's been grobbed. We can go play guess the drop shortly. And Harvey are looking for the push. There goes one. There goes two. After all, swap over, but they are condensing down. And Harvey get a clean sweep here. But Fully Sports straight on the action. And see Vard. Oh no, Nade's coming flying back over. They've got a bit of time. MNC are the ones that, for me, they need to push now the edge, the little ridge. Especially if they see more of this happening in zone, but they've got to be cautious of SDK. Right, good shots though. Wait for that car just to go and just expose. Ah, another good shot. Car is now going to go. It was much movable. Got to be cautious now. I don't continue to hold off after or eventually a period of time, especially with that zone shifting, they will play in. But with that zone shifting very much down to the south, foot can hold here, and people like the Woo SDK, they need to get themselves in. They are a little bit split. And T-Bone, understanding the danger is going to come from the north. Gets Quizzy down. Oh, Kino puts a knock back. Question is now, does After All know this? And what, more importantly, want to risk the push in towards the compound? Well, first time this evening seeing the P90 come down. The room are split. Now a 2-2. They are trying to farm kills. We've got one at the moment, so actually right, I thought Wiki Boogie lagged out. SDK, lost their compound, they've got the car. Scav, yes, losing the zone, but his boys are already in a little bit. Does have the option to go into the field. That's a bit of a weird play, but maybe not with VAR taking shots like that. Has to now pick up his boy. They expect SDK. I think they're only going to play back this way, right? Or maybe do SDK? Maybe SDK got up high. Maybe. They're in zone here. We're going to punish him. There's one. The car mount happens. They might just have enough to get in. Here comes the drive. Bye. Go on. They're going to use to go back. They're going to roll down game 6 shenanigans. Scav, nade up. He wants to have a little guess to see who's in here. There is a push now. So, Woo have pushed down on towards After All here. Util rolling in. After All, who committed to go for the compound. Did they leave it a little bit too late? They are cautious, but we are going to see the SDK hold now. Now, they did hold out, but oh, power nade came in. Annihilating the rest of their team. After All got 4. Our 3 spots only got 3. But our Woo team do have a 4. 5 kills versus a 1 kill. And our 3 spots, so have only got 3. So yeah, sorry guys, no try today. I'll ask the guys if they can put one up tomorrow. Klim. Oh, big wrap as well. Get a knock on that top side. Does that mean they get the opportunity to push? They're going to push in now, after all. The team which likes the later game. They're going to go rolling in. There goes one. Now, literally sending the car. So the kamikaze from Klim. He goes down. Keep on the whole flash over the top of the exchange from a nade. Nade's going to do more damage than the flash. Woo down to the final player. Quizzy is a little bit further back. After All, causing damage. Kind of feel like at this point it's going to be a foot win. He's going to be able to clean up, right? Tinvad a bit too far away. Yeah, get one of the races on. Quizzy's come further down, so he's come down to fight them. Maybe that would allow Arthur all to get all 3 races up. Should definitely be able to get all 3 races up, so. Woo. Final player for them. They're having such a strength coming from the higher ground, the zone, pushing them down, and not allowing teams really in, and teams having to condense their weight in from the south. He knows the team's around this next ridge. There's no surprise. You don't even have to hear the footprint. Gets the shots on one. No, and he goes for 5, and he tucks him in as well. For esports, down in third. They could have pushed up and over and cleared out after all. They checked back. Quizzy gave up the res for his boy, though, and he's going to take a 3v1 here at the end. 3 times org. He's not got much left to give. He's only got 14 in the clip. But I think he might have enough, though, to take on the boys from after all. Who is leading the way? Backing himself down. Depends what the boys have got. He hasn't got any more. 71 on the MK. 3 versus 1 MK. Red dot. Quizzy, disgusting. Disgust me. That's no chat. MK gives you an extra two players, right? So 3v3 we saying? Oh, he's going to catch the middle. Oh, little bunny hop, mate. Someone clip that. Put that in your tutorial book for playing PUBG, mate. Bunny hopping off the barbed wire fence. Because he's got those steel boots. Trying to put himself in the middle. The dot will be closer after we want to play the final game. He baits with a little cheeky smoke. He's eager. He knows the cars came this way around. The tree just providing enough cover. A little peekaboos. Not quite picked up. They are holding the outside edge. Oh, they're going for the middle. He spotted Adam. Oh my days! Comes a little world of an aid straight down. Doesn't need it because he gets the shots on him. They are split. He knows if they go for that res, you know what he knows? He knows it's going to be a 1v1. Eager to try and find this player. Is this an official match? It's official in my heart because after all just cleared up. I like the creativity. I like what we saw then at the end. After all though, took the final game. 8 kills. Got maybe some of these teams, but after all pushed in. They were the ones that pushed in on that top side. They were eager. They obviously Twisted Minds were in Pachinki and they played their way out. They got the kills, but the damage though went to esports. So SDK got the assist. Foot in such a good position at the end now. The Woo came second with 4 kills. Foot though picked up 3rd place with 5. The SDK got a nice 4th place with 6 kills. Worth mentioning though, we got Yeppa with a wonderful 8-pack, Exalt with a wonderful 8-pack, and it felt like those teams were rolling by. A few 4s on the board, Twisted Minds in the send, as we do have Navi picking up a cheeky 3 with Monarch Esports. Well, that was a crazy 6 games. It is a scrim. It's not an official channel. Thank you for the love and support, first and foremost, though. But more importantly, go show your love and support, though, for the players that are contending. Most of these teams are already qualified for the PGS2. What was going on? Well, tomorrow I'm also covering the PGS2. I think that'll be it for me for the week. I'm going to try and work on a few other bits and pieces. One of them being my camper van. I need to finish up. I'm travelling away at the end of the month to go get some downtime and go air out my camper van on some beach somewhere. Anyway, same time, same place tomorrow. If you haven't already, though, give us a follow on YouTube. !YouTube. Keezy, he was in chat. He's the guy who had already been taking clips. He was in lurking, so I guarantee he went quiet in chat a few times. So I know he's already pulled some clips, and he might be sending out to shorts to our channel. So !YouTube. Go show some love there if you can. It's not a new channel, but we're actually now got a team of people which are working on it from a promotion point of view, and more importantly from actually making the content. That's it from me. We'll go raid someone as always, and I'll see all you guys and girls tomorrow. The lobby is stacked again as it was today, tomorrow. But I'll see you guys. Have a great evening. I'll see all of you though. If you haven't already, go give Gibson, I think Gibson's covering the NA stuff tonight. And again, it was mad last week when we was covering that. But that's it from me. Thank you very much. See you guys later. Peace.
Sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, little squeeze out, keep that indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumping with our underwear out, I'm on the